All right, are we live? Hello, everybody. What is happening? What's going on in the chat? I see a lot of people. I think this thing's live. Hello, what is going on? Hello, everybody. Hello. My name is Zach Aguilar. I'm the voice actor for Aether in Genshin Impact. And really quick, guys, by the way, I would just want to give a shout out to all the members. Thank you so much for joining the membership. If you are interested in joining the membership, you get these super cool emotes, which are, bam, right there on the screen. So check out those emotes. If you click the join button, you can spam those in the chat. We got Windblade, we got Rockblade, we got Emergency Food, Paimon, and a bunch of other stuff. But anyways, I am the voice actor for Aether, and today I am joined by
Beau Bridgland, the English voice for Chongyun. Hi, everyone.
the English voice of Chongyun.
I know. So as soon as I said, I was like, wait a minute. Oh, no.
It's so, but Beau, you do such a good job. So many people had no idea.
Thank you.
They had no idea. They listened to you. I mean, I didn't even know myself. I was like, who is this guy? And I better watch out before he takes all my jobs. Like, this guy's pretty good.
Like, we have actually auditioned for a few things. I've actually noticed there are a few things we've both auditioned for, and I know because you've always got them. So don't worry. Like, you're doing
are you
fine.
serious? Oh, no. I'm just, I'm lucky, and I got the people over at casting. You know, I send them a little box of chocolate, C's candies. I just send them those candies. I'm like, hey guys, just I could use a little bit more work here. Thank you. But Beau, thank you so much for coming on today. I know this is gonna be really, really cool and just kind of chill too. We're not really polling today or trying to do all the crazy stuff. I don't know if you've seen people poll, Beau, but they like poll and spend hundreds of dollars, if not into thousands of dollars on this game, and it's pretty crazy sometimes.
I've heard stories.
You've heard all of a sudden. You're like, oh well, hey guys, can I crash at your place or sleep on your couch? I went a little too hard on Genshin Impact, but yeah, we're just kind of hanging out and chilling. So I guess, Beau, I'd love to learn more about you, and I'm sure that the people in the chat totally would. And of course, Beau, if you see a question, or if I see a question that looks really interesting, I'll definitely kind of address it and see where you want to go with it. So
yeah, sure.
My first question would be is where did you grow up?
So I grew up in a small town in the east of England called Soham. And I basically just sort of spent my whole life there pretty much until I moved here. But yeah, it's kind of a small town. It was a little bit kind of more established and stuff by the time I left it, but it's very kind of villagey kind of thing. Like there are definitely some towns that are more town than mine was. Like mine was definitely kind of more villagey, and sort of quaint and small. But yeah, I just kind of had this like kind of very quiet, humble little upbringing in England, really. And that's kind of where and how I grew up. Like, I mean, for example, I won't get into the ways that like the UK school system differs from like the American school system, but basically just know that like primary school equals elementary school and secondary school equals middle plus high combined. But my primary school was like a less than 10-minute walk away from my house, and the secondary school was right next to it. So literally the schooling between, 0 and 11 and 11 and 16 were less than a 10-minute walk from my house.
Wow.
So again, like really kind of quaint and small and, stuff like that. And then, so that's kind of where I grew up, and I'm guessing, I'm going to guess the follow-up question here, because it's like, well, how does a guy from a small town like that, come to America and be in games like Genshin Impact?
Yeah, we want to know. I'm so curious. I don't even know myself, guys, so this is a first for me. I'm super curious.
Zach and I are like really new to each other. The Among Us stream we did a few weeks ago, with a few other voice actors. That was like our first time ever getting to talk to one another.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, that's a fun way to kind of get to know each other. Like, are you a better as act? Like, no, you, like, you know.
Just throw you into a live stream with 10,000 people watching, and it was nuts. It was so crazy, but it was really fun, and you did so well. You did so well.
Thanks, mate. You were great. Like, again, the match where you won as an imposter. Sorry for people who like haven't watched the stream yet and were still hoping they were going to. It's like there's one where Zach was an imposter and won, but like you were so good. Like just I was like, he's gonna win this. Like I was just listening to you like as a ghost. Like he's gonna win this. He's so good.
So what you're saying is I'm a good liar.
I prefer good actor. But,
okay. That's another actor. That's it. Not. Yeah, it was all acting. It wasn't real. It was all acting.
Yeah,
planned.
But that was our first time getting to know each other. So I'm really excited to just get to hang out with you and talk with you and get to know you more and stuff because like we don't know each other. I mean, but the thing is, I do know probably more about you than you do about me because like I've been a fan of yours for a few years now, and I've followed you on Twitter. Yeah,
that's
and like
crazy.
followed you, and I've like followed you on Twitter for years, like since I was even back in England and stuff like that. I think the first thing I heard you in was 7 Deadly Sins, and then like there was like One Punch Man, and there was something else I can't remember. I can't remember. But like One Punch Man, you're awesome.
Oh wow, thank you.
Probably like a game or 2 in there, I can't remember, but like so I was like so I know you like SpongeBob, I know this stuff.
I do like SpongeBob, like I love the sponge.
That's like even earlier when you said about like giving chocolates, I just thought of chocolate. So but anyway, how does small town in England, America. So basically, I always loved like Nintendo and cartoons. And I didn't really know like where the voices came from. I had, you have like different ideas at different ages and stuff like that, but I don't know, you just don't really think about where they really come from or how they come about. And then I watched the Inside the Actors Studio with cast of The Simpsons because I love The Simpsons. It's my favorite show. I watched the Inside the Actors Studio with the cast of The Simpsons, and it was amazing, and it blew my mind. And sorry, I had a whole pizza before doing this. I'm so sorry. Like I was kind of like just trying to hold back like belches there.
Oh, I feel you. Yeah, I had an ice cold can of Coke before. So
Oh no! There we go. Have some water. That will help. But so that blew my mind, and that was kind of the moment where it kind of clicked for me. Again, like there are different things where maybe for some cartoons I thought that they were real and existed out there somewhere. With some, I kind of had an awareness that there was like a voice behind them or something. I mean, The Simpsons is a good example. I think I kind of knew that there were people who did the voices, but if you'd have asked me, I would have been like, well, the guy who plays Homer, like he'll be bald and fat, and the person who plays Marge, she definitely has blue hair. It might not be upright, but it's definitely blue. That's kind of like the logic that you'd kind of have as a kid.
Felt the same way, totally.
Like, but when I watched, this group of 6 people do all these voices again, not even just The Simpsons, but all the like secondary characters and stuff. It was incredible. It was so funny and it was so amazing. And that was when I was like, oh, there are these people, and it sort of doesn't matter what they look like, and they can be multiple characters, and they do these voices, and it can just be like them in a room, either with a few other people, maybe even just by themselves, with nothing but like the mic, mouth, and imagination or something like that, and a script. And I was like, wow, that would be like a, and the day I watched that, sort of voice acting became like a cool thing I would like to do, but it didn't become like the cool thing I wanted to do until sort of later on, years later. I was like a few months before I was sort of set to go to university. I was just doing some like impressions and voices and stuff for one of my friends, like on the bus to school. It was called sixth form school, but I said I wasn't going to get into British school stuff system. But,
sounds interesting to me. I have no idea.
basically, in the UK, you have sixth form and university, and those two things together are kind of like basically what college is in America, from what I know about college in America. So yeah, like the UK kind of will either put things together or split them apart depending on what age you are. But anyway, so this is like the school you go to like before you go to university, the one that kind of sets you up for it.
Right.
And so I was kind of all set to kind of go to university. And I did go to university. That makes it sound like I'm gonna like twist. I didn't, but no, but I did go. But this was like a few months before I was gonna go, and I was sort of set to go get a degree in mathematics. And I was doing some voices for a friend, and then he sort of was just like really laughing, and he said, "You know, you're really good at that. Have you ever thought about doing it professionally?" And I was doing like impressions of like impressionists doing impressions of like politicians and celebrities and stuff.
Yeah.
I knew he didn't mean like be an impressionist because it was like an animated show. It was like a satirical animated show that was like mocking politicians and stuff like that. And I kind of knew just knew he meant like cartoons. And I mean, if he didn't, that's how I took it. But like, yeah. And I kind of, and when he said that, it just all kind of clicked in my head. All these things about kind of who I am as a person, what I enjoy, what I'm going to do for the rest of my life because I didn't know, and all this stuff. And I was just like, yeah, that's perfect. And I was like, you know what? I've thought for a few years, like, you know, since the Simpsons thing, that would be a cool thing to do. But why couldn't I? Why couldn't I at least look into it? We have like the internet and broadband now. You know, when I was younger, like didn't have broadband.
Right,
but, like,
right.
but we have like easy internet now. Again, like back when I first had that Simpsons moment. You know, like if I had to try and research being a voice actor, it would have been impossible on like dial-up and old internet, and just the information wouldn't have even been out there. But I was kind of like, well, maybe information is out there now, and maybe I could. Why couldn't I? And so, yeah, like, and honestly, like every second of every moment of my life since my friend said that, I've just like voiceovers in my head, or it's like a beating drum in my head or something, like, you know, sort of voiceover,
Yeah.
sort of thing, because it all just clicked in that moment. But again, this was like, I was kind of set to go to university, and I didn't go home to my parents that day and go, "Mom, Dad, I've got a crazy idea that I'm going to investigate. I'm not going to university anymore." My mum was lovely and wonderful, but one of the very few things she kind of demanded of me was to like go to university. She was like, "You either learn a trade, like a plumber or a carpenter or something, or electrician, or you go to university." And I was like a bit more academic. That doesn't mean I'm smart. It just means I'm good at taking tests and stuff. But yeah, but I liked mathematics. I enjoyed maths. So I was like, yeah, I'll go to university. I'll get my maths degree, and maybe like on the side, I'll learn about voiceover and stuff like that. And that's what I did. I kind of learned about voiceover on the side from like the internet and books and podcasts and emailing a lot of voice actors and asking them questions. And even back then, this was before like Facebook fan pages. So like what you would do is you would like befriend the voice actor like on their actual Facebook profile, which these days just sounds nuts because it's like, don't like friend request voice actors you don't know. They have pages, they have Twitters, Instagrams.
Right, like I have my family on my Facebook, but I don't know if people realize that like that is my personal Facebook and not like I don't know. It's just like I get it. I totally get it if people don't understand, because Facebook's like a weird platform, but I do have a Facebook page for a reason, or well, I did. Yeah. I don't really use it much, but it is weird. Like if I let a stranger in on my Facebook and then all of a sudden they can like see my mom posting about like where we're gonna go for vacation, or like my family saying happy birthday and like, oh, there's my grandma.
Yeah, exactly. So, but that's kind of what you did back then, because Facebook was sort of much simpler. But that's kind of what I did. And so I'd kind of, so I kind of learned a lot. And I kind of in a way took like a very academic approach to learning about voiceover. Again, like books and podcasts and stuff like that. I learned like the theory of VO, but I wasn't like an actor. I didn't like do loads of plays. I found plays boring. Like no one really told me no one really like taught acting with plays.
Sorry guys, we got a weird echo.
About you, maybe this was just like an English thing or whatever, but like But like when I was a kid, when you did like school plays, they would just kind of tell you like memorize your lines and say them as loud as possible. They didn't like they didn't like try and get you to like play pretend at all or anything. You know, like that's kind of I was never kind of really, I didn't really feel like I was like encouraged to kind of live out this imaginary situation. It was more just like, make sure the people, the mummies and daddies in the back can hear you, like speak loudly, you know, like, and that's kind of what kind of plays were to me. I didn't know it was this like playing pretend and like pretending, like being someone else and all that kind of fun stuff.
Right.
So I didn't, you know, so I didn't do plays or anything. I had other hobbies, again, like Nintendo and cartoons, and I played sports and stuff like that. Yes, I did play cricket. And like, so, you know, that's kind of, so that was kind of, so I wasn't an actor. I just kind of like intellectually learned about acting, and I knew I had to take classes. I wasn't just like, I'm going to read books and podcasts and that will qualify me. No. Like, definitely take classes, definitely work with a coach, several coaches, you know, work with a few different people. Definitely do that, you know, for anyone aspiring out there.
You're saying all the right stuff, Beau. Like, I 100% agree.
Well,
and it's interesting hearing kind of your upbringing from it, because I myself, I don't know if my own chat even knows this. I don't know if I've ever talked about this myself. But I'm Californian, born and raised. I was born and raised here, and so when I was 5 or 6 years old, my mom said, "Hey, like, my kid is like, I don't know, my kid's cute and outgoing or something." I don't know what she thought in her head at the time, right. But she said, "Yeah, I want to get him into acting." And so she went and found me an agent. I was going to Hollywood 3 times a week. We would drive all the way up from where we lived at the time. Wow. And she would call up my school and say, "Yeah, Zach is sick. He's got the flu. He's so sick. Honey, come here and cough into the phone." "Yeah, you see, he's so sick. He's so sick he can't come into school. So he's gonna be out for a few days." And then boom, those 3 days or whatever I was out for, I'd be working on like a commercial shoot, or I'd be doing print work, or I'd be auditioning for something, and we'd be up in Hollywood, and it was just so crazy. So I was thrown into that world at a really young age, and then we got out of it completely. We got completely out of it because my mom saw that as a young kid, even though I was good at it and I was booking work and doing stuff, I was 6 years old. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't enjoy it. I just wanted to spend time with my friends. I'm wondering why my friends aren't talking to me as much or something when I would go to school, because it feels weird. I don't know if you ever felt like that in school, like when you're out for a few days or something, or even like a week, and then you go back and it just feels so awkward to come back after that long. You're like, "Hi guys." I don't know. It's awkward.
No, that's amazing, mate. That's really fascinating. But yeah, wow. So how long? So you sort of got so what did you maybe like have like a decade out of it or something like that, and then you?
Yeah. Well, let's see. I think I was around 12 or 13 when I found voiceover, and this sounds so nice. It sounds so weird, but it's not. It wasn't for. Really, I guess I was in a weird place at the time. I had unfortunately, I had a really bad injury, and I was in the hospital for a while, and I was on and off going to doctors. Like, it was, I don't want to get too into it, but it was pretty bad. No. And it's definitely what, I just remember, I don't know, just being 12 or 13, I said, I want to do something cool with my life. Like, I don't know, I feel like I need to do something else. There has to be something better than this. I think I said to myself, like, if I live through this and everything is okay and I get to choose what my future is, I don't want my future to be something that I don't enjoy. I want to live a really happy life and just be happy. I think that was the thing. I said, I've had enough sadness in my life, and this is like a 12 or 13-year-old talking, my own head at the time. And so I'm like, I really want to do voiceover. I love anime. I love video games. I experienced the same stuff you did, and I experienced the same kind of feeling that you did, where you think of a character or an actor that's playing a character, and you imagine them to look exactly
Right.
like how their
Yeah.
character looks, and that's how I thought. And then I remember I looked up the cast of Naruto. I think that was one of the first
right,
anime
yeah.
that I watched, and I was like,
So
whoa.
you must have been really, really sort of like. So what does the boy who's Naruto look? Whoa!
That is not a boy.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
But it's cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's really cool. That's really cool.
Inspirational. No, I'm just like, you gotta do. Sometimes
No,
you reach
that's
that
my
point.
thing. No, that's my thing. I've always just wanted to be happy. That's kind of like my one goal in life, like just be happy, and maybe and also make other people happy. 'Cause
Yeah.
I sort of messaged you this after the other stream, and I'll just talk rather than explain stuff. Like, but like kind of my kind of like reason for like doing VO, aside from just I enjoy it and I find it so much fun, is again, like I said, I loved like Nintendo and cartoons as a kid, and they brought me just this like sheer joy. I just just this happiness and this sense of comfort and everything that and it was like primarily the voices that did that for me. And like, so part of my doing VO is I want to try and do that for other people. I want to try and make other people happy through my work, make other people feel fulfilled or have a sense of comfort or something. And, I don't care about and the nice thing about sort of, because ever since the Among Us stream, a load of people have been like, oh, there's like the voice actor for Chongyun. Like, I'll follow him on Twitter or whatever. And I've had so many people follow me on Twitter in the last few weeks. It's been crazy. And I don't really care about being famous. I don't really care if people know who I am. But the lovely thing about the last few weeks is being able to see that kind of joy and comfort and happiness that like Chongyun and sort of like by proxy my voice work for him has been bringing to people. So thank you, Zach, for like kind of
People love you, man.
Thank you for connecting me with so many amazing, lovely, wonderful, brilliant, amazing fans. The Genshin community has been so lovely. You've been really nice. You say loads of lovely things to me, and it just really is overwhelming.
Oh no, we're so happy to have you here, and I know I love Chongyun, but yeah, like it's so cool.
Yeah. But it's been really nice just being like, oh, okay, the thing you kind of hope for with your work, like you've kind of been able to do that for a few people, and it's a nice and motivating and inspiring thing, and it kind of, like cool. Hopefully I can, hopefully I'll get to do more with Chongyun in the future. I don't know, and hopefully there'll be other roles and other games and other projects and cartoons and all kinds of things where I'll get to do that again and again. But it's nice being like, okay, you have managed to at least tick that box a little bit so far.
Yeah. Oh, well, there will definitely be more in your future, man. You're doing great. And I am so bad at this game. I'm going through and doing my dailies while we're talking, and I am failing miserably. Yeah, you have so much more ahead of you. I mean, I know acting, this is not a lot of people get into this and they think they're like, oh yeah, I want to be a voice actor. Like
I can do a funny voice. It's so cool. Like I can be a voice actor.
like, and it's
right,
and it's like no, that's not it. And it's a lot of, I mean, it's not only just like once you kind of break into the industry and you start working and start doing stuff. I mean, you have to have pretty strong mental capacity, I think, to want to stay an actor and be doing this, because it's not easy. There are a lot of times where you audition for a bunch of things or something you really want, or you have downtime and maybe you don't fully understand why like somebody else got another role and other things, and there are a lot of like negative thoughts, I think, that can creep in. But it's important to just kind of keep that positive mindset, because if you don't have it, then it affects you, it affects your acting, it affects the way you approach things, it affects your everyday life. It's weird, because I see acting just as like, I don't know, a very, very personal job, or at least it was for me when I first started out. Like I could not separate like my feelings of of like me playing a character versus myself, and I would kind of lose my mind a little bit
Right.
in the industry because I didn't know. I'm like, well, my whole life is my work, and everybody I interact with right now is from my work, and it's a little weird trying to separate those thoughts and emotions.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, I mean, I love I love sort of talking about this industry.
Guys, I'm gonna
and
read
about
donations in
stuff,
one
but I
sec.
do-
Sorry.
And again, a lot of my friends now are people in the industry, but I do just enjoy talking about random other things. Like if I'm talking about cartoons, it's not the like behind the scenes process of them, but just about ones I like and funny moments from them. You know, and stuff. So I like having those conversations about other things with people because, yeah, if this is like all, I mean, to an extent, this is all my life is, but I kind of also just try and keep some semblance of other things in my life as well. So yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to say, because you said about like the positivity and yeah, like your best way, again, for anyone sort of aspiring or anything, or just interested in kind of my journey, the like positivity is such a powerful weapon. Like you really, sorry, just all the stuff you're saying about positivity was just fantastic, and I loved it. And I just want to like touch on that.
Do it. Go for it.
But like but again, like positivity was such an important thing in my journey, and like it had to be because I wanted to move from a small town in the countryside in England to Hollywood to being cartoons and games. Like you have to be positive. You can't like be negative. You have to. You have to have hope.
That is a tough journey. I cannot imagine myself moving over there to want to get into some like you are in a whole other country. You're away from your family, a lot of your friends, people you grew up with. I mean, that just must have been nerve-wracking when you pulled the trigger and said, "All right, this is something I'm gonna do," and it's now or nothing.
Yeah. The weird thing is the actual kind of moment when it kind of finally happened, like when my visa was kind of all done and approved, and I was able, to kind of book a flight so that I could come over here to kind of live and work legally and everything. When all that kind of like official stuff was done, and I'd kind of booked my flight to come over here, it wasn't nerve-wracking at all. It was honestly, it was just like this, like finally kind of moment.
That's awesome.
I don't mean it in such a entitled sounding way, but it's just, but like, because by then it had been like a 10-year journey. Like, don't get me wrong, that kind of, but the reason I say that is because, like, again, I'd had like a 10-year journey to kind of get my head around it. Like I'd had a 10-year journey to think of everything I'm going to do once I'm there and what it's going to be like not having my family and what it's, and I kind of, and it's weird because I don't know, it sounds sort of cold and ruthless in a way, but like I kind of very much set up my life for this. I didn't kind of, I didn't like have too many friends or anything like that. I kind of very much, I didn't mean I was like mean to people or anything like that, but I just didn't really, I kind of always had this end goal of coming here, and it was like, that means I'm going to have to say goodbye to my friends. So don't get too invested in your friends. Yes, have friends, but just don't get too tied down. I just didn't tie down my life in like any way, which is, but I just very strongly had this sort of end goal in mind of like coming here to do this, because when I had that realization that day on the bus with my friend about like being a voice actor, within sort of hours of that kind of, everything kind of clicking together, it was also like, oh, if I want to be in like cartoons and stuff, the kind of thing I'm picturing in my head is in America, not here. Like I need to be in America. Like that day I kind of realized that.
Right.
And so I just kind of, I don't know, I kind of made my goal, and I kind of just made my life everything around that goal. And it kind of meant I had to sacrifice a lot of stuff over a large number of years. But I mean, I remember when it kind of finally did happen, my brother kind of had a moment where he was a bit like, oh, it just kind of suddenly hit him a bit. But I never had a moment like that, because again, this has been my life and my world ever since that moment on the bus. You know?
Yeah.
That's kind of so. Yeah, I kind of just very much prepared for this moment and worked for it for a long time. So then when I was finally able to come here, I knew what to do, and it was amazing, and it's been going well so far, and it's just been a dream come true, and I absolutely love it.
That's awesome. That's so cool to hear. And I mean, Beau, I have mad respect for you. Like I said, that sounds so crazy to me to try to figure out all that stuff. There's so many other things on the back end that people don't even know. Like you mentioned, like a visa and things that you have to figure out and trying to. That was another hurdle that I had to tackle. Is I had to pass like a high school equivalency exam, because technically I started working in this industry when I was about I was like 15 or 16 years old, and I needed to have this piece of paper that basically says you're technically graduated from high school, so you don't need to have a teacher on the set, because studios and companies don't want to pay to have a teacher come in. And not only that, they have to schedule it all around, and it's just kind of like it's just kind of a mess, especially for lower budget productions, which is sort of what I was doing when I first started. Like nothing was like, yeah, we got a multi-million-dollar budget for this animation cartoon that's produced by Nickelodeon. Like, it wasn't like that at all. So so that was another hurdle that I had to encounter, or that I had to cross. But yeah, mad respect for you, man. I'm glad you made it out here, and
thank you.
Just continue to kill it, keep that positive mindset, and I mean, it'll take you all the way.
Thank you. Yeah. So that's all the sort of. I mean, to be honest, that's like the boring side of it. Like, so how does the person from England come here? It's like I've answered that question in like the boring way. Like, I didn't even tell you about how again, I went to university. I learned about VO on the side. I got my degree, but I sort of paid a heavy price for it because I developed like a deep depression and severe anxiety whilst I was at university, because it just wasn't what I wanted. It was kind of the price I paid, I guess, for like realizing my dream a few months beforehand. I do think maybe that did play a part in it, be it having this other thing I wanted, but like not being able to chase. But basically what happened was I finished university. I kind of like couldn't get a proper job. The sort of fallacy of a degree just being a magic golden ticket to getting you work had kind of ended. Or sorry, I've got that metaphor wrong. But basically, there was definitely a time where like having a college or university education was like this brilliant, amazing thing that could just open you up to all kinds of possibilities. By the time I got one, it's just not the same thing anymore, sadly. And it's just a shame, because it like costs people so much money these days compared to those people who would have paid nothing back in. Like, people paid nothing and they got everything, and we pay everything and get nothing. It's annoying.
And it's different for the entertainment industry too, because over here, I don't even know. There were so many people that so here's something interesting about me, everybody. I am uneducated. I did not go to college, and the main reason behind it was at the time, I was just getting started in voiceover, and going to conventions and stuff. And my parents really urged me. Like, my parents were like, "Yes, Zach, you have to go to college. You have to do this. Like, you gotta pick something, like at least go get your real estate license or something." Like, they said,
right? Oh my gosh, wow.
They said at least go do that. And at the time I was like, yeah, I see what they're saying, and I do have a little bit of extra time that I could do that. But instead I buckled down and I took even more voiceover classes. And it was kind of a risk.
Great.
I mean, because you don't know, you never know. And I was like, I kind of already got my foot in the door, but it is true, like, I might not get a lot of stuff. There's a bunch of other actors here in Los Angeles, of all places, that are, not only are they already in the union, they have like 4-year theater degrees. They're literally professional actors, and I'm just like some kid who has a dream, and I hope this is gonna work out. But luckily it did. So, and my parents, one day I think I told my parents, like, or I showed them how well I was doing, or I started booking more and more work, and they said, "Wow, like, you're doing great. Keep it up, son." And that was it. So they didn't really didn't really pester me about it further. But I guess my main point is for Hollywood and the entertainment industry, just all about those connections. It's all about meeting people, and if you want to be a voice actor in the entertainment industry, that's a whole other thing. You have to go and take a bunch of classes and meet directors and studios and go in and me, I am not a super social person at heart. If somebody says, hey Zach, like what would you want to do on your off day, I would say, yeah, like leave me the hell alone. I'm gonna be at home watching Netflix or something. Like I'm not gonna talk to anybody. That is the kind of person I am on my free days. But you have to be, you kind of have to be that person though, right? Like you have to be sort of willing to go out and meet people or put yourself in kind of like a little awkward situations. I felt like you have to go and shake people's hands. And
my thing is, I love talking to people and I love hanging out with people and stuff like that. And I'm good at like one-on-one, and I like hanging out with people one-on-one, but I hate group stuff. And group stuff is where I get nervous and anxious, and it's why I was nervous during the Among Us stream and stuff like that. And but like, so I can kind of navigate it because I do enjoy talking to people to a certain extent. But I am also Mr. like, oh, day off, let's play Nintendo in the dark. Like, you know. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird. Yeah, it is a bit of a weird thing. And I was very. I mean, oh man, so there's so many like threads that we've like pulled on here. So I need to go back. Oh man, I need to go back a teeny bit about just kind of. You said about kind of, you know, you kind of just said like a moment where your parents kind of were like, oh, okay, like this is like a you know, kind of like a moment where your parents kind of had a realization that like this is a viable.
I showed them my first commercial my first commercial check, and that shut them up. I'm just kidding. But I did. I was like, hey, like look what I got in the mail, and I say, this was like a 15-minute session. I just did a commercial for something. They're like, what?
Oh, that's great. I love that. But like, I'll tell you a moment when my mum kind of realized that I was serious about this. Like, I think she just kind of thought it was like a fad or an idea or not something very serious. But the moment she knew I was serious about it was, or started to see that I was serious about it, was, again, going back to the you would befriend people on Facebook thing. If I like befriended someone, and particularly if they were like a stranger, you know, if they accepted my request, I would write on their wall and I would say like, hi, thank you so much. I love you in this, that, and the other. Thank you so much for accepting my friend request. You know, have a nice day. Something kind of nice, short, sweet, concise. And back in those days, posts didn't have a comment section. So if you wanted to write back, you had to write back on the other person's wall. And there may have been like a like button or something, so maybe people would like do a like button, but I don't think there were comments. I can't really remember. But basically, the reason I say that is because basically I had written such a message to Kevin Michael Richardson. He accepted my friend request. I wrote him a thank you wall post, and then he wrote me a wall post back saying like, thank you, Beau, or something like that. You know, have a nice day, Kev. And my mum saw this post, and she just kind of saw. I mean, that's the thing. I think she was a bit like, Beau, why is there like this sort of big black American man writing on your Facebook wall or something like that? You know, like I was like, oh, he's a voice actor. He's amazing. He's on all this stuff, and like, and I was so excited when he wrote on my wall and whatever. And she was like, oh wow, like, oh, maybe he's like serious about this. Like, she could see that I was like befriending people and stuff. So so that was kind of one of my parents' moments where they kind of started to realize, and then I'll kind of get into others as well, but just about like meeting people and getting to know people, because what I did was I couldn't get like a quote unquote proper job. And again, I had this thing that I wanted to do, that I had spent my sort of spare time in university intellectually learning about books, podcasts, the like. But again, I knew I needed to actually take classes to actually get behind a mic and work with someone, because I was not an actor. Again, so we're going back to things where we kind of started talking about them and then they didn't go anywhere, and I'm trying to bring them back. But that's kind of what. So I was like, I am not an actor, and I know I need to go behind a microphone and take classes and work with some people. And what happened was a really super duper amazing voiceover convention happened in Anaheim at the Disneyland Hotel. And it was great because basically it was a load of different people who I'd kind of heard of, who I knew taught, and all this amazing other stuff. They were all converging on this one place. Like I didn't have to hop around all of LA or anything. They were all going to come to the Disneyland Hotel. And it was for like a week of learning and panels and workshops and everything else, all the other things you get at conventions. And I was like, and I sort of got an email for this thing, and it was after kind of this point where I'd kind of made a choice to try and actually pursue voiceover. Because again, when I had the idea and I went to university, I kind of thought like, well, maybe I'll get my degree and get like a proper job, or maybe I'll get my degree and then I'll get like a teaching qualification, and then I'll teach for a bit, and then I'll maybe sort of start to try and do this voiceover thing once I'm kind of like settled and I have like a safe, stable career. But again, I couldn't even like get a job after university, like just like a regular office job. And it was just like, well, if I can't get work doing something I don't care about, I might as well not be working in something I do care about. And so that was kind of, so then I was kind of like, well, what do? I need to take classes, and then this convention was the perfect thing. So I just kind of signed up for it. It was very, and that was like that was more daunting than me moving here, because the moving here thing was like something I'd prepared for such a long time. It was just like finally, but this thing was like, they had like if you sign up before like 3 days from now, you get a discount. And I was like, well, if I'm going to do this thing, I might as well do it and get the discount. You know, there's no point in me deciding I'm going to do this later on. I need to decide if I'm going to do this thing now. And I like didn't have a passport. I'd never been on a plane before. I'd never did anything. And I was like, I got to do this thing. And all these sort of questions and concerns and anxieties kind of flooded my brain. And I was like, just sign up for this convention.
Is he taller than either?
Figure out everything else, like where you're going to stay and how you're going to, booking a flight and getting your passport sorted and all this other stuff. Just do it. And I did it, and I signed up for the convention, and then the days that followed, I kind of gradually, just bit by bit, sorted out all the other stuff. And I just had the most amazing time at this convention. And that is where I was kind of able to break through like my crippling shyness. Like I'm still shy, and I still am an introvert and everything. But like this convention just helped me so much, because I had to go up to people and talk to them. There was no point in me going all the way to America to go to a voiceover convention to just stand in a corner awkwardly, like you can't do that.
Yeah, so, you gotta perk up and go out, and that's something that I've noticed too, even with newer people starting out, and just being around them, and you put them in front of a casting director, and sometimes they get really shy. I mean, that was me. Like I would get super nervous, and I try to tell people, say, hey, you just kind of have to develop this other, I think it comes with that positive mindset thing we were talking about, because when you get put in front of a high pressure situation, lots of things run through your head. You think, what if I say the wrong thing and get blacklisted? Yeah. What if I am just really awkward and weird and they don't like me? And I think it's so funny, because for me, in terms of voiceover and trying to find success, what I did for a very long time is I just tried really hard. I took a bajillion classes, and at the time that I was about to give up is when everything kind of hit, and all of it. And it's weird, because I think I don't really know how to say it exactly, because I don't want anybody to take it literally, but in my own mind, I stopped trying so hard. I tried super, super hard, and not a whole lot was happening for me. And so I realized, like, the quote-unquote grind wasn't where it was at. That something that I was doing wrong, or some mindset that I had based off of the grind, wasn't realistic. And so when I just kind of stopped, put that away, I really looked at my enjoyment of acting. I said, you know what? I just want to make stuff that I think sounds fun, that I think, even some of the auditions I said, I'm like, yeah, forget the casting specs, whatever. I'm going to change this line. This line's weird. And I just started sort of doing things my own way, which I don't know if I would recommend everybody to do that, but it got to a point where I didn't care. And when I stopped having that sort of, like that caring or that nervousness, where I would like listen back to my auditions 50 times before sending it, that's when I started getting stuff.
I think you're absolutely right. And basically, like there's a balance. Like you obviously did care because like you did it and you wanted it and everything.
Right.
But there's kind of, but you do have to. There are just sort of ways and types of things where you do need to just have like that little bit of an irreverence to it, and
Yeah.
kind of, and I agree with that. I see that. Like I know what you mean, and because I like always did classes and stuff like that, and then but then I kind of couldn't afford to like do as many classes as I would want to do, but in a way that's kind of a good thing because it just sort of means I'm just not always getting in this weird grind of things. I don't know, but like, so I totally agree with that. I like I get what you're saying, kind of thing. Don't sort of like look at the the words you're saying like literally like in transcript, but like sort of but the tone of your voice, like the message you're getting across is like something that kind of is important. Like yes, you have to try hard, yes, you have to work hard, but there's just kind of a balance where you just have to like ease up a bit and relax a bit and just enjoy it a bit and narrow your focus of kind of why you're doing it. And
yeah, I mean, it's stressful. I get it. I totally get it. Acting and this whole thing as a whole is just really it can be nerve-wracking and it's hard to navigate, but yeah. And really quick before we dive into anything else, I have a bunch of super chats, guys. I'm so sorry I haven't read these. I'm gonna try to be better at reading these.
I'm sorry. I take like we've really not said like I've not even talked about how I like really like I went to America like 3 times, and the second time I like got to go to Nickelodeon twice to watch sessions be recorded. Like I don't even know what I've talked about.
That's cool.
So I'm so sorry. I've
oh,
just
no worries.
On and on and on.
No, I mean we're still getting to know each other too, which the chat doesn't know. But like this is like Beau and I's first real interaction, because I know among us it's so hard to interact with one another and to really get to know somebody through the craziness of among us.
That's the thing. It's not. It's like so. Okay, so it's either Erica or Christina. Zach, what's your favorite food? Erica, what did you like? You can't. Yeah,
it's Griffin. He's guilty. Child, send him out the airlock.
It's always Griffin, and if it's not Griffin, it's Core, and if it's neither of them, then we're doomed.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Oh, guys. So really quick, I would just like to say thank you to Prickly Trash. Thank you for joining the Airbuds. Llama's friend, thank you for joining the Airbuds. Seth Bender, thank you for joining the Airbuds. And Prickly Trash, I'm so sorry, I'm reading this 40 minutes late. Oh my goodness, just destroying me right now. Prickly Trash donated $50 through Super Chat, says, for your future child polls or bills, whichever. XD, you're awesome and have a wonderful life. Thank you so much, Prickly Trash. I really appreciate that. Why is your name Prickly Trash? Why is your name Prickly Trash? and Hannah Talks donated 1,000 the Philippine peso, 1,000 of those. I don't know what that converts to, but thank you so much. Thank you, Zach, for always making these streams possible. I listen to them while drawing, and thank you, Beau, for voicing my favorite character. I've mained Chongyun since day one, and I'm still maining him at AR-55. Hugs from the Philippines.
Oh, thank you.
Super, super cool. And Hireth, thank you for donating 24 the Philippine pesos. Capri Sun Robinson, thank you for your $5. Skip Protagonist Oz, thank you for your $5. Zach literally sounds like a real-life main character. I don't know. I think I don't know what I sound like. Probably not that, but I do voice a lot of those. But I kind of have to put on this sort of voice in order to do it, I guess. I don't know. It's not my normal, not my like main voice, but whatever. Skip Protagonist, sorry, that was the one I just read. Obscure, thank you for your $5 super chats. I love y'all's abundance of yang energy. Thank you so much. Reger, thank you for your 99 Philippine pesos. Yvonne, thank you for joining the Airbuds. Lou, thank you for your super chat. Finally got my Aether print. It says do not bend, but the guy handed it to me bent and then saw it and tried to straighten it. What? Oh, I hope it's okay.
What?
That's so messed up. Lou, if there's any problem with that, feel free to contact Streamly, the company that you got the print through, and they will reach out to me and we can try to send you another one if it is damaged. So do not worry about that. They will send it to you for free. Do not worry about it if there's a problem with it. Reach out to them and let me know what happened. Alionus said, we need a college class with both Zach and Beau as teachers or an anime adaptation. Also, here's the future luck for pulling child. Hope it helps. Alionus, thank you so much.
I mean, you have been a professor in Fire Emblem, so...
That is true.
I thought at first that was gonna say kind of almost like a sitcom pitch where like we both go to college together or something to like get the like have the college experience we never had. I mean, I had like a college experience, but just not a great one because I was upset and stuff like that. But maybe together we could like have a fun one.
Yeah, let's do it. We can start a classes in session. You have no idea how many quotes I've written on like Fire Emblem prints that aren't real quotes, but I do it for fun. Like, I think this is all right. It's not anything bad. So it's some guy made a meme and he said something along the lines of like the bell doesn't dismiss you, I do, and that was supposed to be a Byleth. I don't know. It's weird. I still have so many. I'm just gonna go through these.
Yep. Sorry.
No worries. So many people. Thank you guys so much. I don't expect this at all. I really do appreciate it though. It helps out the stream tremendously. I don't get free primo gems or anything like that. So all of my own money goes into polling for characters and whatnot. So I do appreciate it for the next one for child. And yeah, just helping me like up the quality of my stream, because I'm still trying to figure out this whole YouTube thing. Estriadite, thank you for joining the Airbuds. Bennett's Q button, thank you for your super chat. Again, thank you for joining the Airbuds. Asriel donated $10 through super chat and has an interesting question. Hey, so I'm trying to be a VA, but how many classes do you think is enough to start voice acting and submitting stuff? Also, how long did it take you to become a full-time VA? I'm a VA in training, by the way. So that's super interesting. I don't think there's really a certain amount of classes. I can't really remember.
I was going to say there's not really a certain amount. It's kind of of a feeling. I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, it's up to you, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think a good thing would be if you have good mentors and coaches and stuff like that who kind of tell you should be doing this, like people who are actually in the industry and you kind of are working with them. And if they say, yeah, you should be like booking stuff. I mean, not necessarily like, oh yeah, if you do this, you're going to make enough money to do this all by itself, kind of thing. But if you kind of have people who are good and whose opinions are valid and worthwhile, and they're kind of telling you like you should make a demo, that's definitely worth more if, like, say they don't make demos, or if they're kind of choosy about who they make demos for, just because there are some teachers out there who are very kind of gung-ho with like,
they want money.
You should make a demo. I make them, by the way.
Demos are really expensive, guys, by the way. Like, most demos will run you well over like $1,000, $2,000. Like, you can spend a lot of money.
A good demo is an expensive but worthwhile thing because it impresses. I mean, I had a gig that I was referred to today, and I was referred to it by someone. But I kind of said, well, look, why don't you listen to my demo and see if if you think I'm right for this gig? And he listened to my demo and was like, yeah, that was really good. So I really enjoyed it. I think you could totally do this. And again, that kind of comes from having a good, well-produced, properly done demo. But to kind of focus in on the original question, because there's so many threads we keep pulling on where I want to like just talk about them all. But no, I wouldn't say there's like a set number of classes. I wouldn't aim for a number. It is the journey, not the destination, and it is and it's kind of something which you'll know. A good thing that like Bob Bergen says is like when are you ready to make a demo? When you stop asking yourself, when are you ready to make a demo? Although that said, you're always going to be a bit nervous about whether you're right to make a demo. You're going to sort of feel right about making a demo, and you're going to feel happy enough to like hand over the money to make a demo. But there will still be a part of you being like, oh, I hope this isn't too much too soon or anything like that. I hope I am ready for this. I hope this turns out well. Like you're going to have those thoughts and feelings. So don't worry about that either. Like if you have those thoughts and feelings, they're very valid. They don't invalidate you from, being demo ready or anything like that. But kind of having that like yeah, I've done a few classes. I've done classes with different people. I've had good feedback from different people. They're good people to get feedback from. I think I'm ready to do this, you know.
Right. Yeah,
But
totally.
I took classes with all kinds of people like Bill Holmes and Richard Horvitz, and then I did like workshops with people like Charlie Adler and Greg Berger and commercial producers, and yeah, and then even once I moved out here, I did classes with people like Khalil Bogdanov or Bogdanov, sorry, and and then these sort of classes where you get to meet people who can maybe cast you and stuff like that as well, like Ezra Weiss and Mami Okada and Carrie Keranen and stuff like that. So you can, even once you sort of start working and stuff like that, you still want to take a few classes, take a few workshops, stuff like that, keep your skills sharp, keep yourself honed, meet people who may potentially hire you as well. Like you get a nice learning experience from them, but if you impress them, maybe they'll hire you.
Yeah,
so
totally.
that's kind of my 2 cents on it.
I 100% agree with all that. So if you're, I mean, voice acting, you gotta figure out what's right for you. Everybody's gonna have a different journey, a different path to getting in. Me myself, I don't even have a demo right now, but then again, that's probably why people send me auditions for literal 12-year-old boys. They pull up a picture of me on Google and they say, oh, well, look at there's a 12-year-old boy. How old's this guy? Out? Whatever, just send him an audition for a 12-year-old, and then I have to respond and say, hey guys, I'm not actually 12. I don't sound 12. I do have a little demo of stuff that I put together of things that I've done, but they probably didn't listen to that. So I can't really. It's my own fault, but I am in the process of making my own demo. But yes, you're gonna want to get a demo. It's the best thing to do to market yourself. I was just in a very lucky situation with
the best thing to do after you take a bunch of classes. Definitely take the classes and do that work first. The demo is like the last thing you do. Like
Right.
when you've taken classes and you feel like you're good enough to get work and maybe have an agent, that's when you jump in with the demo.
100% agree. And we have more questions too to answer.
I was gonna say, like, I hope that was helpful. I hope that wasn't like too scary, because I don't like sort of overwhelming with stuff. I don't like being, demos are expensive, but you need to get one. Like, it's like these are things you build up to. There are all kinds of like little projects and things that you can do online in the meantime to kind of fulfill yourself. Maybe even make a little bit of money if they're not like free fan projects and stuff like that. Maybe you even get things that like pay pretty nicely, that without like demos and stuff like that. Who knows? But
Totally.
that's kind of. But definitely take classes. Definitely do them with a bunch of people. There's a really cool website, Voiceover Resource Guide. I think that's the website. If you Google Voiceover Resource Guide, there's a really cool website where it kind of lists like every teacher in LA. And a lot of them do like private classes on Skype and stuff. So even if you're not here in LA, but you would like to someday be in LA, you can do Skype classes with these people, like Richard Horvitz. Like he does Skype class, and that's what I did back in England.
Right? Yeah. No, I totally agree with all that. And we got another message too from Takia. Takia says, I relate to Beau's story. I moved 3,000 miles for my job and took my first flight at 21. Wishing him and you plentiful gigs in the future. Smiley face. Takia, thank you so much for your $10 super
thank
chat.
Thank you, Takia.
And
thank you.
Let's see, Bennett's Q button donated again. $3.99 super chat. Can Beau be my therapist, please? Yeah, for real. Seriously, I could just I could sit in a nice big comfy chair and just let Beau talk to me and tell me about how my life is gonna get better. Because
can I actually kind of do a shameless plug here? Okay, basically, I actually did, before I moved here, I actually did author a book that got published about like happiness and good positive attitudes and stuff.
Oh, very cool.
I actually do have a published book on it. If you want to like go to my website to check it out, like if you just Google my name and then my website will come up. The website's very green. I don't think you can miss it. You'll know. It's like beaubridgland.net, but just people misspell my surname and stuff. It's a very green website. But I actually do have a book about like happiness and stuff, because it's kind of basically, after I had my depression and anxiety at university, I just went on this very kind of personal journey to kind of eradicate myself of them, or at least, I mean, you can never really 100% eradicate those things out of your life. Once you have them, they're kind of with you forever in some sense. But I wanted to get mastery over them, and I didn't want them to be this like daily impeder of my life. And so I just kind of worked really hard learning kind of what could kind of, where I was making myself miserable, what I could do to make myself happy. And I just sort of learned that like so much of it is in the head. I don't want to take anything away from, there are people who literally their body chemistry is mucked up and their body chemistry does all kinds of things. But even so, I highly recommend, like, if you have any kind of unhappiness in your life, learn about sort of positive attitudes, being realistic, keeping your, being just sort of grounded in reality, because we get so caught up in like, we imagine like everything that can go wrong, and we think that they're like realistic things that can happen, and they're like not, and we convince ourselves that these like impossible, awful things are going to happen to us, when actually life is usually quite mundane and anticlimactic.
Right.
And we kind of convince ourselves that like the worst possible thing is going to happen, and it's not. And I basically kind of outlined all these kinds of different things in this book, things that I learned, things that I found out for myself, little ways to help yourself keep motivated, and stuff like that. And just keep yourself going and to be positive. And I sort of, I wrote, it was basically kind of like a guide I wrote for myself that I then got published. I actually self-published it at first, and then like a week or something after I self-published it, and I did like a lot of like, hey guys, I'm going to self-publish a book in a few weeks. The release date's going to be blah, blah, blah. I'd kind of been like promoting it for a few weeks, and then like a week or so after I self-published it, one of my friends was like, oh, my girlfriend like works for a publisher. I'll see if I can. And I was like, can you have told me this like before I self-published it? Like I'm really grateful. Please don't get me wrong. But like can you have done this? Like, I've been talking about how I'm going to self-publish a book, and like maybe you could have like. But anyway, I kind of had this foot in the door, and she gave the manuscript to the publisher, and they liked it. And I do have a little green book of happiness.
That's awesome. I mean, Beau, the next step for you is to do an audiobook of that book. I'm sure we have a bunch of buyers. Beau, what are you doing? The market's right here. The market's right here. All these people, they're all like, Beau, we love you. We love your voice. Please, Beau, Genshin Impact. What? I see so many messages in the chat. But yes, Beau, we gotta tell people.
More questions, because I keep talking too much. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, no worries. I'm gonna go through the rest of these super chats because really quick, because I'd love to start the hangout, but I feel bad for not getting on top of these. So I just want to say, Leibniz, welcome to the Airbuds. DJ, welcome to the Airbuds. Thank you. Bunny Kisses, thank you for the $1 Canadian through the super chat. Thank you so much. Carity, thank you for your super chat. Mint, thank you for your super chat. Zach, if you read this out loud, I'll spend my next paycheck on the child banner. Well, I guess you're spending your next paycheck on the child banner. Nathan, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hope you guys have fun time, groovy cats. Stay classy. Thank you. Hobie, I don't know. Thank you for your super chat. I don't know what the currency is. A date with the paddle boy. Yay, just kidding. All right.
If you don't know the currency, just say poker dollars.
Yeah, poke dollars. Joser 40 donated 1,000 poke dollars. Windblade, thank you so much. Asha donated $5. Not big on watching streamers, but I always tune in for yours. Zach, you and Beau are awesome.
Aww.
Hope y'all rest when you can. Thank you so much, Asha. That really means a lot. Allison donated $50 through this super chat, but didn't say anything.
Whoa.
Allison, that is very generous of you. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Prickly Trash donated another $10 and said, a cactus in a trash can. Oh, that's where your name came from? Okay. It started as a joke, as a representation of me years ago, and it just stuck. By the way, I love how wholesome and pure this stream is. Thank you, Prickly. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Tomodachi donated $2. Said, any thoughts about Chongyun and Xingqiu's friendship? Do you have any thoughts on that, Beau?
Not hugely. Unfortunately, it's one that, just as a heads up for people who don't know, I haven't been able to play the game because I don't have a good enough mobile phone or tablet or anything. And they sort of said it was, I think when they announced it, they did say it was going to come on Switch. So I'm just kind of holding out for that Switch release.
Right. We got to start the fund.
Don't know. But I do. It basically in the Hangout there are some comments on their friendship, I believe, and it was very wholesome reading it because Chongyun's someone who, in some ways, not dissimilar to myself. Me and Chris were talking about this last Friday when we streamed. Just he was like, "Dude, you're so like Chongyun," but kind of Chongyun's not again. Chongyun very much kind of throws himself into thaumaturgy and his exorcism, and isn't kind of the biggest one for say having friends or anything like that. Again, these are kind of things that are kind of, without spoiling too much, are kind of in the Hangout. But he does sort of make comments on their friendship. I believe I have that right.
Which we're gonna do. We're gonna see some of that Hangout. I don't know if we'll get to that part, but I'm gonna do as much as I can while you're here, Beau. And if you feel like you gotta go, or if you got stuff you gotta do, I totally get it. It's literally like the middle of the week, so no pressure if you got stuff you gotta do.
I'm good. I kind of got everything done out the way. I might have to go sort of kind of later. Like I might not be able to draw it out forever, but I'm good for quite a while.
Cool.
Yeah, we're good. But so I keep reading comments and stuff because I keep talking way too much.
No worries. No worries. I mean, that's why you're here, honestly. I'm gonna read the rest of these super chats. We got a bunch of super chats, but I'm gonna read them. I don't know if I can't read all of these on stream, but I'm just gonna say thank you so much to Frap, Auxilium Place. Thank you so much, sending support from the Philippines. I really do appreciate that. Such a chill and positive vibe to the streams. Thank you. Mika, thank you for the $5. I've sat here for an hour thinking about what to say. Just take my money, King. Okay, Mika.
Aww.
Thank you.
If you think of something better later, you can tweet me.
yeah. Tweet at both of us, please. Please feel free to.
Yeah.
And Wasabi sent a super chat. Got to contribute to the child adoption fund. Thank you. Returning to SoCal, all the dubbing VAs inspire me to pursue international entertainment law. Ooh, interesting. Well, best of luck with that if that's something you go for. Lizel.
I just one random thing, because I kind of ever so slightly backhandedly kind of ragged on college and university earlier, and I have nothing against people. If you have something specific that you want to do where a college or university education is beneficial or necessary, like being a doctor, like being a lawyer or something like that, then definitely go for it, because those careers are really awesome, and they're definitely the ones where college and university still have their weight. But just if you're a person who's maybe I should go to college, I don't know what to do, then don't save your money.
Totally.
Have that kind of passion and enthusiasm.
Yeah,
because that's a really cool and interesting thing. So if you
gotta go for it.
So yeah, they go for it.
Yeah.
So keep reading. I keep talking.
Lizel, thank you for your super chat. Hi, not exactly Genshin, but what's it like when you do the Demon Slayer voice with the Chinese and Japanese voices? It was super cool. I mean, we did a video, so I didn't really get to interact directly with those voice actors, but I mean, it was very fun. Natsuki Hanae is my favorite seiyuu. He's absolutely incredible. Amazing voice actor, so I was just really thankful to be in a video with him, and if I ever go to Japan, I'll probably be like, hey, I was in a video with Natsuki Hanae. I'll go around all of Japan and say that. People will be like, huh? Nani? I don't know. It'll be fun. I can't wait to go to Japan, by the way. Skylar, thank you so much for your super chat. Have fun. I haven't tried the Hangout for Chongyun, but I will soon. Cool, yeah, do it. I mean, I'm trying it for the first time today on stream. And it's Cute Button. Thank you again for another super chat. Buying the book right now. Oh, there we go. There we go, Beau.
Oh my gosh.
And it's Cute Button is getting your book right now. Wishing the best for you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cowell, thank you for your super chat. Tatiana, thank you for your super chat. Erica, thank you for your super chat. Hello, here's to your pull for child. I honestly enjoyed this Hangout quest with my pure Yang boy and Bennett's too. Streaming this on my birthday. Oh, if you mean today, happy birthday, Erica.
Happy birthday.
Thank you for your super chat, and thanks for hanging out with us on your birthday. Nyoro Evie, hello again. How you doing, Nyoro? I always see your name pop up. How you been? Beau's quote unquote talking too much is our not talking enough.
That's very kind.
Oh, Nyoro, thank you so much for your super chat. Emo said Chongyun best character. Right on.
Yeah.
Beau's like, yeah.
Thank you.
Super whole 2p catty kitty super wholesome stream also bought Beau's book. Oh, very cool. All right.
Oh,
so you got some buyers. That's so cool. Awesome. Thank you so much for your super chat. Dust you, thank you for your super chat. I've got some sort of unrealistic dreams of making comics one day, but you guys really inspire me to stay positive. Hope you're both doing well. That's super
wonderful.
Cool. Go for
That's
it.
so cool. Go for it.
Do it. You can't have regrets. Don't regret anything in life. And I mean, I'm too young to be saying this, but you know what I mean. But yeah,
well, I mean, I'm the guy who kind of chased everything he ever wanted and has kind of been starting to live happily ever after. So do it.
Yeah,
I can vouch for it. So
cool. So I would love to start this hangout with Chongyun. I think it would be really cool.
Do you have like a screen share thing?
Yeah.
Chris did screen share, because then I can look at what you're...
Yes, I got you. I got you right now.
Okay, sweet. Oh, there we go.
There it is.
There we go.
And
there we go.
And really quick before I stop reading these, guys, I'm going to start reading supers just for a little bit, and I'll resume it. I'll resume a little bit later into the stream. But somebody said, I want to touch on this really quick. Maraxi had donated $5 through super chat and says, "Hi Beau, my name is Taylor and my birthday is coming up, so I was wondering if I could get a happy birthday from you. Your VA work is so inspiring."
Oh, happy birthday! I hope you have an amazing day. That's so kind and so wonderful. Thank you very, 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 very much. I hope you have an amazing day.
Awesome. Happy birthday, Taylor. Thank you for your super chat.
Happy birthday, Taylor.
Okay, cool. All right, we're gonna go into this. Let's do it.
Excuse me. Have you perchance seen any evil spirits?
Can you see this, Beau?
Yes, I can. Yes. Have you seen any spirits, Zach?
I don't know. You know, there are spirits all around me.
There's only one option there, but
every night, you know.
You're not from around here, are you? This question must sound a little confusing to you.
Oh, here. I should probably. Oh, actually, I can't
I'm
turn up the volume yet. Okay.
A local exorcist from Liyue. Those versed in the arts of exorcism refer to all forms of demons and monsters as evil spirits.
Oh, maybe I'll just turn off the... Okay.
Evil spirits have existed
There we
since
go.
ancient times. They lurk among the shadows in the land of Liyue, stirring up all sorts of trouble and mischief. It is
Okay.
my duty to exorcise or destroy them, and protect the citizens here from their evil doings.
Let's see.
what you gonna go with?
I don't know.
Talk me through your choices, like as you make them. Talk me through your thinking.
Okay, let's see.
Because when I did, so I basically kind of did a similar thing with Chris on Friday.
Yeah.
But we obviously both knew like everything that was going to happen, so we kind of just talked through the choices in like a fun way, and he kind of let me have the reins a lot and stuff. But I definitely want you to have the reins and you know, and sort of like tell me your thought processes, and I can sort of bounce back.
Give me the tips. Tell me how.
But I want you to kind of like, you know, have starting points, and then I can kind of bounce back about it. So, what are you thinking? Are you thinking that is an admirable job?
I just want him to love me. That's it. You know, that is the end goal.
You don't want to lose those hearts, do you? So.
Let's see.
So, are you thinking the admirable?
That is an admirable job. That sounds similar to the work of adventurers. I get it. That's what the vigilant Yaksha fights against, right? I think the best thing that is yeah, I don't know. I don't want to compare it to. I'm gonna just say, yeah, that's an admirable job. How can you how can you not like that? Like that's a fair, you know, you're giving somebody a compliment. You're like, yeah, I appreciate,
Yeah, exactly.
I appreciate
It's
the
work that must be done, much like any other job. That's all.
Do you like that? I don't know. I think he smiled. He smiled.
I mean,
Sorry,
he didn't hate you.
I digress.
Your hearts didn't go down. He didn't dislike it.
Judging from your response,
There is a funny
it
thing
seems you
I'll
aren't well
point
versed in the
out
realm of
later
evil
that Chris and I
spirits.
kind of
But
said,
that's understandable.
Oh, gotcha.
If I may ask,
um,
have you happened to come across anything strange recently? Sometimes
we-
even the most trivial matters prove helpful in my hunt for evil spirits.
You've got one choice, Zach. What will it be?
Let's see. I wonder what I'm gonna choose here. Let's see. Nothing in particular.
Oh,
And then you lose a heart,
I
and I'm like,
see.
wait, what?
What did I do?
fair enough.
What did I do wrong?
In that case, I guess I'll just have to try my luck with the clues I already have.
What
Let's-
clues do you have now?
Let's find out about these clues.
I wonder.
Only some scattered reports, really. Nothing too significant yet.
I want to just point out one thing. Nothing too significant yet. Just hold on to that phrase. Again, for those of you who saw me and Chris on Friday, you'll kind of know the sort of jokes and funny things I'm going to point out in a sec. But I just want to nothing too significant yet. This is, I guess, kind of like, you know, insight into the world and mind of Chongyun. Nothing too significant yet. Just hold on to that phrase.
Okay.
But if you're interested, I can tell you about some of the more useful ones I've gathered so far. I read a flyer that said,
Tell me.
"The test of courage is now being held on Wuwang Hill. Bring your best friend and test your courage together." Then, recently, the sounds of footsteps and shouting have been heard outside people's windows at night. The noises have frightened the children and they are unable to sleep. And a huge shadow has appeared in Guili Plains. It flies and swirls, summons down fireballs, and makes all sorts of strange noises.
He deems that
Cases
not
such
too
as these might
significant.
actually be worth our attention.
Shadows and fireballs.
It's not a big deal, you know. That's interesting. They said the test of courage. Isn't that like? Is that a thing that I've never heard of that over here in the U.S. A test of. Is that the thing in the? This is gonna sound so cringy. Is that the thing in the anime where they all go out into the woods and, like, I don't know what they. Is that what I'm thinking of?
I don't know about this, but knowing what I know about this event and kind of what you've just said, I think you're kind of onto something. Because basically, the test of courage for me just sounds like what Link has to do before he gets a piece of the Triforce.
Oh, I see.
So, so there you go. But like, yeah. So I wouldn't know. I think basically you are right. If that actually is like a thing, I think this is referring to that kind of thing. But anyway, what are you thinking? Do you like the sound of? Because again, when I was I mean, maybe this is why I booked the role and why I was good as Chongyun, because I didn't know that there's like something called the test of courage. I hear something called the test of courage, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting, sort of thing. But
Right.
but you're just like, isn't that a thing where people?
Isn't
just
that the
kinda...
thing in the anime where they go out into the woods and they what do? They like go run to they go to some place out in the woods and then the guy in the friend group who's like the fun go lucky friend jumps out of the bushes and like run in like a ghost outfit. He's like, gotcha. Like, I don't know.
But so yeah, so what we've got test of courage, we've got the shadowing Guili Plains, like who's keeping kids up at night, and shadowing Guili Plains was that the fireballs, and then the I think the drunkards is referring to the second.
Oh, I thought they were referring to Venti. Okay, the drunkards. Yeah, no, I would probably say like, yeah, the shadow in Guili Plains sounds like it may be a ruin hunter.
Ruin hunter? That would fit the description. But why has no one recognized it? Do you think I'm not deciphering these clues correctly?
Maybe it's because it's in the shadows.
Undetected.
Let's see. They all sound pretty far-fetched. Perhaps I should just tell him that. Nice.
There's a lot of great humor in these hangouts as well. They're very charming.
They all sound pretty far-fetched. Perhaps I should just tell him that. Although they all seem better not tell him that. He seems like quite the persistent character. I don't know if I would.
So do you want to be honest and maybe hurt my feelings, or do you want to not be honest but kind of spare me?
whew, you know, all honesty is never good. So, no. Although yeah, I'm not gonna tell him. You know, it could be anything, right? Maybe it's a big scary demon. We're in the world of Genshin Impact. Who knows?
I think the clue about the test of courage is the most relevant one I have so far. If strange things have been happening at the event, then evil spirits may well be the cause. But there's an unusual requirement for this event. You must be a team of 2 people in order to participate.
Must be a team of 2 people in order to participate. Oh, right. So this is like the test of courage thing in the anime. I don't know what the rules are behind this. I just know it's in an anime because I'm a weeb. But actually, that's quite normal. Or the aim is to strengthen the relationship between the 2 participants. I don't know either of these, so I'll just yeah, I'm gonna say this. The aim is to strengthen the relationship between the 2 participants.
Huh? Strengthen the relationship? Oh, sorry. I don't really get it.
Yeah, I don't really either.
Anyway,
We're
if you have
bonding,
the
yay!
time, would you join me for this event? You seem to have a good eye for discerning these clues. With your adventuring experience, I'm sure we'll track down those evil spirits in no time.
And then you just click sorry, I'm not interested, and I leave the stream.
Oh, and
like,
yeah, and then it just
that was Chongyun's hangout, everyone.
yeah.
Thanks,
Thank you
good
all
night.
for coming by, and
Like,
there,
don't leave.
I'll say
We're
yeah.
gonna hang out. We're gonna adventure.
I'll be like, okay, yeah, I'm free right now.
Yeah.
Let's go for it, and
We're
I was
free.
starting
He
to worry that I
spent
wouldn't be
too
able
long
to
at the
find a
beginning
partner.
talking for an hour about his voiceover journey and left out. But we're free now still. Man, seriously,
We should
there's so
make
many
haste.
good stories about like
If
once
there
I
are
was
evil
actually in
spirits at
America
the
and
event,
stuff that I missed out.
then
Anyway.
things could get
oh,
dangerous.
Beau, I would love to have you on like a podcast sort of thing sometime. It's something
Yeah.
that I'm thinking about doing in the future, where we can all just hang out and chat about a ton of stuff. I'm sure so many people would be interested in that. But yeah,
totally.
I'll let you know when that kind of comes around, if something to
that'd be
kind of
brilliant.
explore. It's an idea in my head, you know. It's
Yeah.
we should make
No, of
haste. What is this? So if there are evil spirits at the event. Okay, so I guess we're gonna go off. We get to go.
We're gonna go.
It's time.
The test of courage.
I'm ready to
We're
experience.
gonna run all the way to Wuwang Hill, all 2,200 and with that.
Oh yeah, no, we just snap our fingers and magically. Oh, what do you know? Going to the hill. The test of courage. This looks like a test of courage. If this was nighttime, this would look kind of scary, actually, I think. I don't know. Oh, what the heck? It got so dark. What? Wait a sec. What the heck?
You don't sound very courageous right now, Zach.
Um.
Oh, I like this guy.
Please be careful, everyone. Pay close attention to your surroundings and stay vigilant once you enter. And most importantly, don't get separated from your partner and wander off on your own. You'll most certainly be in for a scare if you go alone.
Did you hear that? He's warning the event participants. Maybe something strange really did happen here. Let's investigate.
I like how there's only this one kind of harsh option.
Yeah, I think you misunderstood that.
Welcome to the test of courage. You two must be very close friends.
Although it was in the bracket, so maybe he doesn't say it out loud.
We're besties.
Actually,
Yeah,
we
we
just
are.
met.
No, don't say that.
No problem at all. Don't be shy. Just enjoy yourselves. But please drink this before you enter the test of courage. This drink will boost the yang energy inside your body and lift your courage.
Is this typical?
Not only that,
You drink
this
a.
drink
I was gonna
will
say,
also
can you
allow
imagine
to
doing an
see things
escape
which are
room or something like that, and then being like,
usually
"Here, you
hidden
have
from
to
the
drink
naked
first,
Pretty
though."
exciting,
That
huh?
does not seem. I would say, how much money did I pay for this? Because I want it back right now. This is not
Yang energy?
Okay.
That's right.
Here we go, that yang
Ghosts
energy.
are said to be full of yin energy, so more yang energy will surely deter them.
I've never heard of such a drink. Is it a secret recipe? Or maybe some kind of potion?
Perhaps it's all just psychological.
Again, we were talking
Possibly.
positive attitude,
But
stuff
why
like
bother
that. It's
exaggerating
psychology,
it
man.
so much?
Yeah. It's just in your head.
If
It's
this drink
it's
really does boost yang energy, then it's potentially dangerous for me.
dangerous.
You see, I have a very rare constitution called a pure yang spirit. Such a constitution allows me to scare away evil spirits, but also makes me prone to emotional impulses.
This is like me talking to Beau right now. Like, you seem like a very calm person to me.
I am constantly focusing to keep my mind and body in a normal state, which usually works until I suffer from some external stress.
I do relate to this very hard. shall
Yeah,
be honest.
no, I feel
Come
this.
now, what's with that
I've felt
serious
this.
expression on your face, lad? You aren't worried about the drink, are you?
Well, yes, we don't know what the heck it is.
There is something in that drink.
It's delicious and quite effective, if I do say so myself.
Well, then
There's
you have
nothing
it.
to worry about.
Okay.
Or if you're still unsure, perhaps only one of you could take the drink. The person who takes the drink can protect the one who doesn't. It'll be exciting either way.
Important choice here.
It's hard to refuse when you put it that way.
So, Zach, do you want us to both drink it? We'll share it, and, or do you think that you should just have it and I shouldn't have the risk?
Well, didn't he just say that it could be very dangerous for him? So why would I even
Yes,
offer that?
yes.
Wouldn't I be just like the biggest jerk saying, yeah, hey, how about we just both split it, man? Like, it'll be fine. Like, what? I don't think so. That's crazy. I wouldn't do that. I would let me drink it alone.
This is it. It's like, hi, I'm lactose intolerant. Okay, one milkshake, 2 straws. Yeah.
Yeah, no, if we split it, it'll be fine. You won't die or anything. Just let me drink it alone.
All right, here it is. Please drink it slowly.
Okay?
Chris was
that.
very,
Yes, that's
Chris
it.
was
You
very
did
impressed with my
great.
gulping. He
You
kind
two may
of
enter now.
and I gulped.
Oh, so that was your gulping, but they used it even though I was doing the make. I mean, I didn't do any gulping, but they used it regardless of whichever one, whoever
I think
drinks the
that
drink.
was my gulping apparently. Like I kind of couldn't. Did he remembered it better than I did?
That's funny. I don't know. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I don't think I've done any gulping. Oh, go inside the test of courage site. Okay, is it up here? All right, we're going in. Test of courage. We are gonna be fine. I hope.
So this is the test of courage. There are more people here than I imagined. They could all be in grave danger if there really is an evil spirit here. We must get to the bottom of this. I'm
was
not
gonna say,
too
there's a
sure
lot
where
of-
we should start, but I know we'll find something once we start looking.
Oh yeah, what's up?
There is just like great humor from this kind of like Chongyun just being very serious and kind of overzealous and kind of missing the point of like just like kind of like some sort of quite basic human things. Again, like this test of courage,
Right.
it like kind of again you kind of had an idea of what it was, but like Chongyun doesn't, and I didn't personally. So like
It's the thing in the anime.
but like a lot of humor kind of comes from these kind of just like sort of misunderstanding,
Yeah.
misreading the situations kind of. Like, Chongyun is very like, people could really be in danger here. You're just like, the only dangerous thing is that I've consumed a drink that I have no idea what it is. Like that's so far is realistically the most dangerous thing that's happened so far. But Chongyun is kind of looking like 5 steps ahead here.
These innocent participants are completely oblivious to the potential danger here. We'll need to protect them.
The test of courage actually isn't dangerous. And the reason why I know this is because I've seen it in anime before. So you don't have to worry about anything.
What? Please, enlighten me.
What? Which anime? Which one have you seen it in?
Yeah. Where's that option?
The participants are just here to have fun. Yeah, sure, drink some weird drink and go through the dark woods at night. That sounds like a great time. It doesn't sound like the plot to a horror movie or anything, but...
You mean being scared is like entertainment to them?
Whoa.
I see. Maybe you're right. I'm certainly a stranger to entertainment after all. I mostly spend my time purging evil spirits and practicing thaumaturgy. Besides training, I also need to constantly focus on my own emotions to avoid losing control.
Oh.
So I rarely have any time for leisure activities. I'm completely unfamiliar with what others would consider entertainment.
I
Being
see.
English, I say leisure instead of leisure. Fun fact.
Oh, interesting. I mean, I would have never picked up. I know people who say different things all over the place, so...
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it's like always a preference, and sometimes the director has a preference, and they make me say things that
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that way.
Yeah, that's very true.
But yeah, it's very interesting to me because I actually don't know, for everybody out there, I don't know a whole lot about Chongyun, but he mentioned something about losing control. I want to see him lose control.
Well, either way,
Super
let's check the area for
Chongyun
any evil spirits
activated.
just in case. Where should we start?
Where
There
should we start?
there is a very sort of Bruce Banner-y feel to a lot of like that's sort of the impression, at least, that Chongyun, you know, kind of like he kind of talks as if he's Bruce Banner. Whether he is Bruce Banner is yet to be seen.
Ooh.
But no, I don't know. But I don't know. But he talks a lot about this kind of
These
losing
are
control,
traces left by an
having
evil
his
spirit.
yang energy.
No doubt
out of
about
balance.
Yeah. Interesting. I'm curious to see what's gonna happen
Traces
here.
are quite weak, though. So there are only two possibilities. Either the spirit that left the traces is very weak, or it has already left for some time now. Either way, these possibilities prove my hunch that there's indeed an evil spirit here.
Are the evil spirits the reason why Wuwang Hill is so gloomy all the time?
No, I don't think so. There have been many rumors regarding the cause of Wuwang Hill's gloomy aura, but nothing is certain. Although, once it became the murky place you see now, it also began to attract more evil spirits. Anyway, these traces lead us one step closer to finding an evil spirit.
I want to find the spirit.
So I think we found a trace.
So we got one spirit, and then we gotta just go around to these other things, and these people have the thing above their head.
This is funny.
That means they're the evil. This guy's an evil spirit.
This is funny.
This is all your fault. This place nearly scared me to death.
All right, don't lose your temper. We're leaving now, okay?
Don't worry, babe. It'll be fine. You know, I'm not scared or anything.
To think I used to believe you were brave.
But this is different.
Excuse me, but I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. Did you perchance encounter an evil spirit? If so, I'm here to track it. Could you please tell me which direction it went?
He's so eager. Look at him. Look
Yeah, he
look
is.
Look at that hope in his eyes.
That's like when somebody says to me, Zach, I got you a present. I'm like, what is it? What's the present?
Who are you? No, I didn't see anything, so don't ask.
How dare you not know who he is?
So please just leave me alone. I don't know what you're talking about, and I certainly don't want anything to do with an evil spirit.
Well, you're about to get an evil spirit.
My apologies. Perhaps you misunderstood what I meant. I only wish to know what the spirit looks like and which way it went so we could track it down. If you can't describe its appearance, then at least show us the way it went.
Show you the way? No, I'm not going anywhere.
Show me the way.
No, we're not taking you anywhere. I am just asking you to show us.
Ugh, no, forget it.
What is Why is she freaking out?
All right, that's enough. Listen, if you keep talking like that, she might actually end up believing in that nonsense. Can't you see she's terrified enough already? You could go find whatever strange things you're looking for on your own.
My apologies. I didn't mean to frighten her.
Is this my thought, I guess? Like, he's quite the serious exorcist.
Yes. I'm just trying to hunt the evil spirit you mentioned to prevent it from hurting anyone.
Isn't it a bit strange for an exorcist to come to the test of courage looking for evil spirits? Oh, I think I get it now. But we didn't say anything about a ghost or spirit. I think you misunderstood us.
Wait, what?
I brought my girlfriend here to have some fun, but instead she got frightened by all this spooky atmosphere. Now we'll just have to go home.
Yeah, you know what? Just brought my girlfriend here just having fun in the woods. It's dark out, and
Okay, never mind.
I'm not too sure what you're looking for, but we did see some dark shadows making strange noises.
Okay.
Thank you very much. That's very helpful.
He's happy. He's like, yes, we get to go exercise a spirit.
Well, you heard it. It seems something unusual is going on here. But why would they ever want to come here if they get scared so easily?
The point isn't getting scared. It's relying on each other in the face of fear.
Interesting. I have never had any fear of evil spirits, so perhaps I'm unable to understand their feelings. It's amazing that you're able to pick up on that. Good thing I brought you as my partner.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank
Anyway.
you, Zach.
Let's keep searching the area.
We're doing good, I think.
You are. You really are.
I'm doing good. He likes me. All right. Another couple over
Don't
here.
come over here again.
Oh, this is funny
Me?
as well.
Seriously, just leave
No.
me alone.
Just talk to him.
Why must you be so obstinate? Just calm down. It's not what you think.
No, don't even bother. You think I don't know what you're doing?
Wait, what's he doing?
Stop! Not a step closer!
What?
Don't be afraid. I'll exercise it right now.
Exercise it.
What? Who are you? And what are you talking about?
Wait, what?
Everyone, just calm down. I don't know what's
He's
happening.
just a person? It seems I've made a mistake. After seeing her resist so violently, I thought for sure an evil spirit was trying to harm her.
That guy looked like an evil spirit.
Nah, it's not like that at all. She's just throwing a tantrum.
Excuse me? A tantrum? This is supposed to be a date, you know?
Whoa.
And now that we're finally here, you don't want to go anywhere and you just want to hang around the entrance. What's the point in that?
That's probably me. I'd be like, oh yeah, it looks great in those woods, and I know we came here, and I know it was supposed to be a date, but now it's really scary, and I drank some weird onion and banana juice, and it's just not working out.
I was about to say, in fairness, you've had like a weird drink. Like, you wouldn't really want to stray too far away
All
from.
right, fine. I was just
Hallucinating a
about to
little
walk
bit.
in
You're
with
like, oh, what's going on? What's the woods?
Look, I'm sorry. I'm just a little bit scared, that's all. That's why I've been stalling. I was wrong, okay? Now that someone else is here, let's take a moment to calm down.
They seem to be here to participate just like everyone else. Yeah, you know what? I think we're intruding on them.
I wasn't thinking clearly. It was pure impulse.
No, it's not your fault. It's just them. They suck.
I'm sorry. Please, forgive
Aw, thank
me.
you.
Will you give me another chance?
Fine. I know I shouldn't have yelled at you.
Oh, it doesn't matter anymore. You're still the best, babe.
I was gonna make a joke. I was like,
don't worry, babe. Like, I got you, babe.
And then,
wait, what?
Who said you could call me babe? You're so annoying.
Huh? This is like our first date. What are you doing? You
So they
jerk.
really are on a date? But why in such a dangerous place like this? Perhaps we should just leave them alone.
Yeah. We can. All right. See you guys later. That was interesting.
I do need to just pop out for a
At least
minute
we
or
found
two
some
in a
useful
sec.
clues.
Yeah, go for it.
We'll need to
Okay, I'm
keep
just gonna
searching
mute and I'll be
further in.
back in a bit, guys.
Yeah. Cool. All right. We're gonna go over these choices. Actually, everybody, I'll be right back for 1 second. I'm gonna use the bathroom. I have had a lot of caffeine. Ugh. I'll be right back. Where's my pause screen? I like never use this. Go pause screen. All right, everybody, I am back. Everyone. Sorry. Beau had to step out for just a moment, but I'm gonna keep going through these. And I believe he's gonna come back here soon. But hold on, guys. So while I'm at it, I'm actually gonna read through some of these super chats that I missed very quickly. Very, very quickly, as before we jump right back into Chongyun's story. Does anybody know how long these hangout events last for? I was hoping to cover every route in the stream, but I'm debating if I'll be able to, if they're super, super long. Let me see what we got.
Oh, hello.
Oh, you're back.
I'm back.
Oh, okay. No.
So what did I miss? Who did you? So the you finished talking to the couple.
Oh,
the other couple.
I ran to the bathroom.
Okay, yeah.
I just got back myself. Okay, I'll read these super
cool.
chats later, I guess, since
sorry.
since you're back.
I was just thinking, like, this would probably be a good chance to read some super. But yeah, anyways.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah. No worries. Okay. Let me go back to what are we doing? Beau, do you know how long are these routes for?
Some of them are longer than others, and like, have you done any of the hangout questions or anything?
No, this is my first one.
Okay, so a really cool thing about them, like, have you ever played Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask? And random question, but like, have you played it?
Yes.
Okay, so you know how there are like different, like, I remember there was one mask where it's like, oh, you need to, like, on the first day you need to talk to this person, and then on the second day you need to do this, and then you need to wait until the third day. And then there was one, like, set of masks where it's like, oh, if you deliver this item to one person, you get one mask, and if you, like, take it to another, you get another mask. But, like, in both of those instances, you have to rewind to day one, you have to do the thing on day one twice, you have to do the thing on day two twice, and then you have to do, whatever choice you make on day three. So you have to do everything, like, twice, essentially.
Gotcha.
The really cool thing about these hangouts is there'll be, like, sort of, diverting paths and stuff like that. But what's really cool is that I can't remember exactly all the places where they divert, but let's say there's like a path diversion here. You will not have to go back to the start of the test of courage. You won't have to go back and select, like, oh, I'll just have the drink. You don't have to talk to that first couple, talk to that second couple, stuff like that.
Gotcha.
There's like this whole map and you can just click on the point. You can kind of see where paths may diverge and stuff like that, and you can just go back to those points and then kind of like re-choose those options again. So
Right.
you won't have to. So this might be a bit long, but then other paths that involve the test of courage will not be as long because you can just kind of oh, there's a diversion there. Like there'll be a map. You can bring up a map. Once we finish like whatever sort of path we go on, you'll see a map and you'll kind of see it on the thing, and we can kind of explain it more then. But basically, so don't worry that like there are 6 endings. Like, are they all going to be this long? It's like the answer's no, not quite.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
You have there'll probably be like 2 where like you have to do like a lot of stuff, and then the other endings are kind of like going back on each of those kind of like 2 stories, and then kind of like just making a few different choices.
Cool. All right. And wait, what did he just ask? He said, but to avoid
so basically, we're gonna go look for this. If I remember correctly, we're gonna go look for this spirit, and I am suggesting that we split up. And you're like, why are we gonna split up? And then you'll find out if you.
You're not coming? In the dark woods with me?
Yeah, that got very dark suddenly.
When we were collecting clues just now, we were still unsure whether any evil spirit is actually here or not. But now that possibility seems higher, it would be wise to proceed more cautiously. Our efforts will be wasted if my yang energy scares the evil spirit away. Besides, I trust your capability and experience as an adventurer.
Okay.
If you come across
So I don't know if
demon,
you kind of know this
I'll
about
get there as
Chongyun.
fast as possible.
But like, because part of like Chongyun is that, yeah, like he sort of said earlier, abundance of the yang energy, and what it kind of means is that he like can drive away ghosts from like literally miles away, because his yang energy is just has such an abundance of this yang energy which ghosts do not like, that they can like kind of sense him and be scared off from kind of like literally miles away.
Gotcha.
So here I'm kind of saying, well, look, if there actually is a spirit around, if I walk around with you, we could just be like scaring it away together. But you on your own might actually have a chance of finding it if we kind of stay separate. If you just kind of chase it first.
I see. Okay, well, just wait for my word.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, we're going.
So, ooh, gloomy place.
For signs of evil spirits.
Oh, this is...
I'm beat. Finally, I can take a break. I wonder if I took things a little too far. Few people seem scared out of their minds. Huh? Hey, you shouldn't be here.
Why? I'm the traveler. I go wherever I
Never
please.
mind. I assume you overheard me anyway. I work here pretending to be a ghost, but now's my break time, so I took off my costume. I get all hot and stuffy wearing that thing.
So there are no real ghosts here?
Of course. How could there be real ghosts here? No one wants to see a real ghost, neither us nor the participants.
I mean, I want to see a real ghost if that's what I'm looking for.
I'm here for the atmosphere, or should I say, the chance. Everyone wants the chance to feel the thrill of excitement. When people find themselves in a scary situation, they'll say things that they'd never dare to otherwise. That's what the test of courage is all about.
Chongyun will be very disappointed.
Aww. You're so
I should
nice.
get back to work now. Hope you
No.
and whoever you're here with have a fun time.
Okay, so we did that quest, but where do we go? Tell Chongyun the truth? What? This is wrong. This is wrong. Whoever, this is like, what? The truth? Santa is real. Santa is real, and so are these ghosts. No.
You're back. How did it go? Did you see an evil spirit?
There's no other option? What? This is messed up. I mean, it's not like I want to lie, but at the same time, it's like one of those. I don't know.
But you just like to know if there was something else, just to know if this is really the best option. No, I understand. But anyway, click it, get it over with.
I only saw an event staff member.
Rip off the band-aid, Zach.
I only saw an event staff member pretending to be a ghost. I'm so sorry.
So that's what's going on here? No evil spirits? No danger? It's all just a setup?
I'm sorry, but that seems to be the truth.
No!
No!
I see.
But
So
you
I was
got
wrong
the
again.
heart. You got the little heart.
Oh.
In that case, I suppose there's no reason for us to linger here any longer.
Remember that strange mist we found earlier? I would like to investigate that further. I think there's probably something more to that. We can't end this right here. We gotta keep adventuring.
Yes, that was proof of an evil spirit's presence, but we can't be sure that the spirits still exist. Actually, I would also like to investigate that further.
We've already come all this way. Let's have a look.
You're right.
Yeah.
I'll focus
Let's
my mind and
do it.
spirit.
But that's the thing. We
Perhaps
did
it'd be
find
more
this.
effective for us to split up. Evil
We did find
spirits
this
will keep their
genuine
distance if they sense the
spirit,
power
like-
of my pure yang spirit.
Oh, okay. He's kind of explaining this here.
So you'll be
I was
more
gonna say,
likely
I'm-
to find one if you're on your own.
Wait, so I might defeat the spirit by the time you arrive, and then I'll wait for you to come and defeat it? Is he saying that he wants to abandon me? I don't know what choice to pick
not,
here.
Not that I want to abandon you, but like just what are you thinking? It's like, okay, if we split up, like, will you then come and defeat it once I find it, or do you want to just take it on yourself?
I mean, I don't know anything about defeating spirits, so I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna fight that thing.
Yes, that would be best. Just keep it distracted till I arrive.
He's like, don't worry, I'll be the hero. I'll come save you.
I'll take this side, you take the other side. Let's move.
Sounds good.
Hike.
All right. Let me see. Where do I go? Up here? What's in split up? Look for evil spirits. Oh, so I'm guessing you have to. Oh, what the heck? It's a ghost. Oh, is this the ghost that's always up here? I think there's a ghost that's actually always up here in the game, and I think I did a quest for her, like a long time ago. Not sure.
Can you help me?
What is this? What is this option? Like, why me?
Why?
What is that? It would be like, help you?
That exorcist with the blue hair is so scary.
I don't like her. No, she's wonderful. She's very sweet. Look at this poor sweet
I
though.
feel so frightened.
Are you being affected by his yang energy?
I wouldn't dare get anywhere near him. His energy, it's so horrible. It'll make me disappear. I don't want to disappear. Please help me.
Let's see. I wonder if he'd consider you an evil spirit. They'll have to be the one that decides what to do. Yeah. I wonder if he'd consider you an evil spirit.
I have an idea.
You know, oh, that's so scary. Just thinking about it. You know, in all of the horror movies and whatnot, it's always the little girls that are the evil spirit. It's like, this is Satan incarnate right here. All of a sudden, this little girl, like, oh, don't worry, little girl, we'll help you. And then at the very end of the quest, the little girl comes out and it's like,
hello, everybody.
it's just like,
I saw the exorcist with blue hair arguing with someone over there a few minutes ago. I'll scare those troublemakers away, but you have to ask the exorcist to let me go, okay?
This is my question. Are you telling the truth?
Of course. Chen never lies. So, what do you say?
Never lies? You're a liar. We'll be the one that decides, but I'll try to explain the situation as best I can.
Okay. So, I'll take that as a yes?
You can take that as a hell no.
I hope the exorcist with blue hair is a good person.
He is.
So, I'll help him, and you'll go talk to him.
I did the exact same joke on Friday with Chris.
Yes!
Hey, here we go.
You've been turning the whole place upside down looking for evil spirits. Other participants are starting to complain.
Yeah, why would an exorcist show up at the test of courage and tell everyone that there are no ghosts here? You're just stirring up trouble.
It's like it's like the actual ghost adventurers or Ghostbusters showing up at a haunted house.
yeah, basically.
That's so funny.
Honestly, I find this whole thing quite confusing. If there really are ghosts here, then you're using them to make Mora regardless of the participants' safety. You tell me, is that ethical business practice?
You got a point.
And if there are no ghosts here, then your so-called test of courage is nothing but a big scam.
It is a scam.
Not only are you avoiding my questions, but now you accuse me of causing trouble?
I've already told you. This is what kind of event the test of courage is. It's not our problem that you're taking it so seriously.
Okay, now we beat them up. That's what we gotta do. We beat them up.
And now that you're disturbing our participants, we'll have to ask you to leave.
Ask me to leave? This is public property.
If anything about this made any sense at all, I would leave of my own volition. But if I leave now, I'm leaving evil spirits to their own devices.
Yeah, I wonder what I should say in this situation. I don't even know myself.
Help!
Help!
Ghost! There's a ghost!
Run for your life!
It's a little girl ghost. We all know it's actually the devil. Run!
What's going on?
Everyone's starting to panic. Is there really a ghost?
Don't be silly. But if everyone starts running, someone could get hurt. Everyone, just calm down. No need to panic. Please move in an orderly fashion.
Staff leave in a hurry, leaving you to tell Chongyun.
So there's no evil spirits here, just a wandering ghost. And she scared everyone away because I was in trouble?
Yeah, she only scared them. She didn't hurt anyone.
If things are as you say, then she doesn't seem like a malignant spirit.
You know what? I'll let you be the judge.
All right. As long as she promises not to harm anyone, then I'll pretend that I never knew about her. However, if she ever does harm anyone, it'll be my job as an exorcist to come and purge her, to mend my mistake.
Ooh. I guess I'll be equally responsible too then.
No. No. This is my call. I shall take full responsibility.
Oh, okay.
We should go now. It doesn't seem we're particularly welcome here anyway. ...
What do you usually do, Beau, if you see a ... in a script? If that's ever happened to you, you see ... but you don't see they don't give you a direction for it. It's like ...
I know this is kind of boring, but like I would say it kind of depends on like the context, because kind of generally I would say it's kind of like an affirmative, sort of like an agree, like a kind of going along sort of thing, you know?
Right. It could be like
kind of thing. But yeah, but sometimes it could be a bit like you just said something awkward, and I don't really want to.
And then it turns into a more of a like a Yeah, or like the
like it's not so like a it's like a yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's that kind of.
I had to do some awkward laughs for a thing I was working on today, and it was so much fun. It's like, yeah.
Oh, that's great.
What are the dots in the chat right now? So many dots.
Oh no.
I was under the impression that you wouldn't be willing to let Chongyun go.
I have faith in my judgment of good and evil. But if I begin to neglect my perception of good and evil, it may lead to something I'd regret for the rest of my days.
I didn't expect you to have a gentle side. I'm like, what is this? What is this answer? This sounds just like something you would say. Crap. I don't know. I guess. I mean, I don't think I didn't expect him to have a gentle side. Yeah, I guess.
Wait, you mean you didn't think I could be fair and reasonable?
Damn it.
Really?
See, I was gonna say the bottom one has
Do
an
I look so
inherent
obstinate?
kind of had like an inherent like backhanded kind of compliment.
Oh, I
Just
guess
sort
so.
of thing.
I was like the top one made it seem like oh, I didn't know you could say, or I didn't know you would. I don't know. I thought that one was
I
weird.
get what you mean. It's like,
Yeah.
well, that would be something you say. Like, yeah. But I think it was more like, yeah, I think that is something you'd say.
Really? Do I don't know which one. I know you better now. He's like, you don't know me at all.
Well, Zach, we've been streaming for 2 hours. Do you feel you know me better now?
I feel like I know you better, but Chongyun, on the other hand, is a whole different. I have no idea. I don't know what to do with this. It doesn't. Do I look so? I know you better now. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter is just dismissing his feelings, but I know you better now at least is nicer.
I think that.
But it's
sounds
just
logical.
affirming what I said, and I want to take back what I said, but I guess I can't, so I'm screwed.
Yeah, you're right. All right, we should leave now.
Let's say goodbye to Chongyun.
Okay.
And there
Oh,
you go. You just got your first ending.
you get a cute little picture. Nice. They're waving goodbye.
So I don't know where like the map thing comes up. We can figure that out in a sec. Basically, what you can kind of like go to the hangouts, and there's like the 4 hangouts, and click on them. Like if you click on the Chongyun one.
Yeah.
Like the map will be there somewhere or something. Let's see.
Oh, I got it. Claim this.
Oh, so you can claim your first reward, and then
got some gems here I'm gonna need for when I pull for child.
I don't know if you do that like expandy thing, the arrows in the top right. What does that do? Is that just like
Oh wait.
Oh, here we go. So here's like the map thing. So where in like a game like Majora's Mask you have to do everything again, you can kind of see here. So what we did, so there was like test of courage.
Oh, so there's another ending right here, and you can just can you just go to this right here?
Yeah, so you can go to like that point, and then you can kind of figure out, like pick some different things, and then hopefully it will kind of get you that ending.
Gotcha.
So what we can either do is we can either kind of grind for the different endings on this path, or if you want to then do like completely different other path and different story. If you want to go into like a whole other story, if you or if you're thinking like, well, that one took a while, I'd kind of like to see the other places it would go. Like if you want to do something a little bit quicker, we can sort of grind for some of the other endings and explore some of the other text boxes, or we can just do one of the other things, going like all the way back to like, like shadows raining down fireball. Can either go that far back and pick one of those other things, or we can kind of be like, well, what happens if we do this with
Right.
But that's what's cool. So you can kind of click on these points. So again, if you clicked on something, if you go to like bottom rightish, if you did click on the like nothing going bump after all. It kind of means like, yeah, you don't have to talk to the guy at the beginning. You don't have to.
Yeah, it just skips you right
pick
to
the
that.
drink again. It just skips you to that point. So it's a really cool thing because you don't have to like sort of monotonously do the whole thing again. And particularly if you do then end up making a load of choices that just lead you to the same ending.
Yeah, so is there, it says there's
really
six, and six in total.
So there are 6, yeah.
But that's really interesting. So are there only two main stories, it looks like? Because I only see 2 here, and then the rest of these are endings. So Test of Courage, and then there will be another one?
Yeah, that's kind of, and from what I kind of remember of like what we did with Chris and the way the paths branched out and stuff, I think that was generally it. There were kind of 2 main things that kind of happen, and then there are kind of 3 different endings in each of those kind of two main subsets. If I've remembered that right, again, please forgive me. There are probably people watching this who watched the thing on Friday and are like, yes, of course there is, or of course there isn't, or whatever. And it's like, oh no, I've forgotten already. But yeah, so it's really cool. It's kind of, you can kind of just quickly then get like other endings you didn't get, or you could do like a whole other story and explore, and then just kind of like pick choices blind in those ones. So kind of depends on what you want to do. If you want to sort of go back to that other point, because it looks like there's if you go like down and right, you can kind of see there was that kind of ending, which was like really close to, if you keep going, like, I mean, look, there's like an ending right there.
Yeah, there's only one.
Like, whoa,
maybe I can try to get it. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it.
Let's try and get this one. Yeah.
Cool. Let me.
So, but we need to remember the choices we made.
Oh, I remember how I felt.
You're back. How did it go? Did you see an evil spirit?
Oh, he's so excited again.
I'm so sorry. I don't want to relive this, but I have to.
No evil spirits? No danger? It's all just a setup?
So now, do we be a jerk to him?
I believe so we said that I'm sorry, but that seems to be the truth, didn't we?
It's just for entertainment. It's all your fault.
No. I was gonna say, so if the one we picked, that I'm sorry, is kind of like the gentlest one, I would say that that's all there is to the Test of Courage. Is probably the next nicest one, and then it's just for entertainment. You took it way too seriously.
That's the polar opposite.
They're kind of polar opposites. So if you want to do polar opposites for sense of fun and exploration, because I actually can't remember. Because another thing as well is, even though all the endings on Friday, we did all 6 of them. There were still things where it's like, oh, we didn't because we didn't pick certain text things, and there were certain things that that I say that we actually didn't find in the stream. Like there are other little lines of dialogue that but we didn't actually view all the dialogue.
People in my chat are like, no, I'm gonna do it.
I see. So I was wrong again.
No!
In that case, I suppose there's no reason for us to linger here any longer.
So last time we said, let's investigate the mist.
Yeah, so I'm like, no.
This time, let's just not even bother.
Yeah, let's head back.
I'm sorry. This has all been a waste of your precious time.
Don't take it to heart. Maybe we could hang out together sometime.
Things Beau and Zach say to each other at the end of this stream.
Maybe we could hang out together sometime.
You're very kind.
That was nice.
At least we checked the Test of Courage together and verified that the place is clear of danger. But if only we had found some evil spirits, then it all would have been worthwhile.
And they go.
Oh,
there's number 2.
I like this picture. I'm just scratching my neck or something.
That's a sort of neck scratching of sad, sort of pity, a sort of oh, poor guy.
That was cool. So what else is there? Oh, there's also this one right here.
Oh, so this one. So I think what this is going to be. So I think what this is going to be is, if I remember right, this is probably going to be. So you chose to have the drink yourself, and I think this is going to be if you choose for both of us to share the drink.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I think that's going to be the sort of critical, pivotal point here.
And then he
loses control.
Well, you have to see. You have to to do the
Oh,
ending.
interesting. Okay. Also, I have something kind of interesting I thought of in my mind during all of this. So,
Go for it.
Janice Wu donated $2 through the super chat a while ago. Janice, if you're still here, how was it doing an American accent for Chongyun? Because listening to your lines, Beau, I mean, it really is fantastic. Like I would not be able to tell.
Well, thank you. So for me, I find it a very comfortable and fun thing to do because I've kind of practiced it again. And again, part of that sort of 10-year waffled on way too much about and focused on all the wrong things earlier. But again, during all that was kind of practicing and doing this thing, and kind of practicing for this and kind of working on it and working on doing it. So it's kind of quite a second nature-y thing to me. I can kind of largely just kind of jump into it. Really need to have any kind of ritual or any weird thing, or it's kind of just something I can do. I could just do this like whole stream in an American accent, you know. But
that's nuts because I cannot do your accent at all, and I was wondering if you could teach me.
but I want to talk about that though, just quickly, because that's a really important thing though. Because yes, it's something I worked on and stuff like that, but it is also something I've kind of just largely been able to do forever. And I don't mean that in an insulting way, like one of the most frustrating. Wow, I just have this natural talent for something. And you're like, wow, thanks. I work really hard to be good at that. You know, but here's the thing about just like America and England, right?
Yeah.
If you live in England, you are bombarded by American accents all the time. All of the movies in UK cinemas are American. Those ones won't really come to America. I'll get to that in a sec. But again, like Hollywood, that's like cinema, you know, like American movies, you know, British movies you get in the cinema.
Right.
You get all the TV shows from like the dramas and stuff to the sitcoms. They're all the American things. Yes, there are like British sitcoms and British dramas and stuff. Again, we get all the big American ones too. Not many of the big American things, or even the average American things, that don't come over to the UK and aren't kind of like a big thing somehow. Again, like on the news, you will get a bunch of stuff about America on the news. Sort of geopolitically and such. So you get a lot of America and seeing the president on the news. But like, when have you gone to the cinema? You know, like one of the humble little Brit.
Oh, Beau?
A Harry Potter.
Oh, can you hear me, Beau?
Oh yes.
Oh,
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're cutting out just a little bit for
oh, sorry.
for all of us, but I don't know if that's like the microphone or if it's the internet.
I imagine that was internet, because I could hear myself sort of crystal clear.
Oh, gotcha.
I'll kind of just go back a bit. So basically, like American movies are in the UK. Politics are on the news in the UK. America kind of shows up in the UK a lot. But think of the other way around. You know, like, do you really see much British and UK stuff in America, like comparative? And again, as a person who, the answer is just sort of simply no. You don't get a whole load of like British movies coming to the cinema in America. Again, if big franchisey things like Harry Potter and stuff like that, but they're like you do get these like little kind of charming indie comedies and stuff like that. They just don't really come over to America. They just the UK only, and that's kind of it. And then, you know, TV shows and stuff like that. Again, like a bunch of sitcoms and stuff like that just don't really come over here. Or if they do, they're kind of... and that's kind of the thing. Yeah, like maybe the movies, TV shows and stuff do come over here, but they are kind of niche. They're not like... Whereas, you know, things like Friends and, I don't know, Big Bang Theory and 2.5 Men and big sitcoms here, and shows like Simpsons and dramas like Homeland and Breaking Bad. Like, all these things are like big things in the UK. They're not like niche, like Friends. But the biggest UK sitcoms aren't again, like there are, for every sort of big US sitcom that's like a big thing in the UK, there definitely aren't as many of the big UK. They are like big in America. I don't really think I could like name like 3 of the big UK sitcoms that I could say are probably like big here. I don't even really know. Fleabag is kind of big here. Like that's one which I've seen a lot of people talk about. So there's like a comedy, like a British comedy.
Yeah.
I kind of struggle to think of like, well, what British comedies have like kind of made it big over here, you know, like that. It's kind of a, so, and then again, like the news again, when do you like see the Prime Minister on the news? Again, you know, sort of for every time.
Right.
So we don't see anything about UK politics like on the American news. Not really. I mean, maybe in the last few years because of things like Brexit, but but yeah, you know. So basically, I say all this to say, America permeates into the UK way more than the other way around. Stuff just doesn't really come to America as much. America just doesn't really bring as much in as America enters sort of other countries, you know, like all these like big American like pop culture things go all around the world, but other countries' pop culture things and interesting little stuff like that just don't really come here to America because America already has Hollywood, because America is Hollywood. So, for example, like just from the entertainment perspective side of things. So, and I say all this because so basically, like, there are just regular people in England. They're not actors or performers or in entertainment or anything who just do great American accents because they listen to them all the time. And as me as a person who's really fascinated by like sound and voice accents and stuff like that, like it's kind of like natural that I was gonna have a knack for doing it, for doing something that I've like heard and been listening to my whole life. So that's kind of like my. So it's not too much of a challenge to do it, but I don't mean that in a snobby or snooty or like, haha, look at me, it's not as impressive as it seems, but it's still something I did have to work on, but it's kind of become just this interesting thing where, you know, UK people are bombarded with American, loves listening to voices and accents and kind of tries to imitate them and stuff. It was kind of natural for me to be able to kind of do an American accent quite well. But I do not blame American people for not really being able to do UK accents because they don't really understand them. And why would they? Because they're not, people here aren't really bombarded by those accents. I think that is gradually changing a bit and stuff like that. Shows like Game of Thrones had lots of sort of regional accents, you know, like the Starks kind of had like northern accents, which was really cool and interesting.
Yeah.
You know, like most people sound like when you think of England, but yeah, like the Starks in Game of Thrones, like Sean Bean and Kit Harington and Robb Stark, because I've forgotten his name in real life, I'm sorry. They all had like northern accents, you know, like my name is Jon Snow, you know, and all that kind of stuff. So
very interesting. That seems like hard for me to do without sounding like not sounding like a real person.
So yeah, you know, so I think sort of some of the stuff like that will probably sort of, you know, creep into American stuff a bit more. Again, like things like Netflix are cool and are helpful because I remember I lived with someone, one of the people I lived with out here, and I remember she like watched a show which to me was like a very quaint little show, like even in the UK, and was a fan of it, and it was on Netflix, and so even things like Netflix kind of putting on all these like British shows, like it's kind of a cool thing actually. Like if someone watches, you know, one British show, maybe like their Netflix will recommend another and people will go, yeah, I liked that other thing. Like I like British television, I'll check out this other thing. And then they'll get to hear a few new accents and a few new people and stuff like that. So I think that kind of thing is changing. I think with like sort of the internet and more, we're kind of just becoming more global, aren't we? Just in general, I would say. You know, like we probably all used to live in a world where our own countries, and now we kind of get to know and learn about other countries and cultures, and it's a big, wonderful, beautiful world out there. So that's a very profound ending to a like. Was doing an American accent difficult for Chongyun? Sorry for that journey.
No worries.
Sorry for that journey. That journey we just went on had more endings. But like,
I was just wondering, I was like, could you say a sentence and I try to repeat it and just help me like critique it? I think that'd be something that's kind of fun to fun to do.
Well, I tell you what, dang, a lovely thing. I'd love to like type a sentence for you, and I'd love to hear your like estimation of what you think it would be like, and then I would say, and then you could repeat it back and see, and be like, oh hey, here. But I need to like think of these sentences and stuff like that. I kind of think of it with people, but like sentences that kind of, like, okay, in an English accent, how would you say the word AFTER? Not before, but the other one.
After.
Yeah,
I don't know. Kind of.
That was quite a nice. No. Honestly, that was quite a nice attempt. And basically, you didn't fall into the trap, because so many people here, you can tell. An accent. Are they English? And then they'll say a word, and I'm like, nope, they're not. And it's a dead giveaway so often. Like this word and. But a lot of people will say after.
After? And they'd be like after.
So, afterwards we will go and have lunch or tea time or something. And it's like, and it's like, well, you just said after. I know you're not. And if you're like from the north, like you know, sort of like Jon Snow and Sean, all these, you know, like after we'll go kill some White Walkers or whatever, you know. But like, so people from like up north and maybe like the Midlands and the after. But again, usually if people are saying like, oh, do a British accent, they mean like a neutral English accent, something kind of similar to mine, basically. And it would be after. And unfortunately, there's no hard on for when words have that kind of R sound instead of an A sound. Like I just said hard and fast. Fast is one. It's not fast, it's fast.
Fast?
Fast.
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 One thing I kind of recommend doing an English accent is really try and just shorten and sharpen the vowels. Thing, and I kind of can't fully explain it, but this is the best way I can explain it. They kind of just ever so slightly draw out vowel sounds, and I think like English people will just say vowel sounds just kind of a bit shorter and sharper. I know I'm kind of like slightly myself.
We defeated the Oceanid
because I'm just making
very
sure I want
fast.
Stuff like that. Like I'm trying to make sure I don't talk too quickly, and then also just because we're talking about accent, over enunciating certain sounds to kind of highlight them, like fast and after and stuff. But you don't actually say after. Like it's not like every time I say after, I'm going after. You know, like please don't. You know,
you just tap it a little bit.
Don't milk those words that much when you're saying them naturally. But yeah, it's just kind of after.
Yeah.
That's the thing, when people say after, it's like no, it's just after. You know,
yeah.
Nice short stop, boom, sort of thing. So just say, so if you like say after 3 times. After. No, it doesn't sound right. You're saying it but you're saying it kind of slowly. I feel like you're saying it a bit slowly.
After.
There we go.
After.
But that's the thing. But the R sound is getting better. The thing where R at the end is a bit hard. Because American R's.
But it's more like a instead of a
Yeah.
After.
Yeah. It's sort of, it's like an
after
after sort of thing.
After,
so yeah.
After.
There you go. There you go. Some of those were sort of,
yeah, sorta.
So, but that's the thing. It's a hard thing, and it's very a different thing as well. Honestly, I believe the technical word for it, but forgive me if that's wrong. But basically, kind of when we're like babies, the kind of idea is that when we're like babies, like all kinds of different sound. We make every sound that every language would use. But what happens is different languages use. And if a baby makes a bunch of sounds that are, oh, that's so good, sweetie, do that again. Like, and they get rewards and they get attention. So then they start saying the familiar sounds again and again, kind of how language forms. And it's kind of, we all probably start out capable of saying all these things, but then it's kind of through just like repeated, kind of, you know, and end up with the sort of mouth tool set that we kind of have. So again, it's hard because you know, Americans don't really have that sort of R sound in many words. There aren't many. Often if I kind of like, well, if you go to the doctor and they put the little word, they don't say ah, and they don't say, you know.
Oh, so that's, I see what you're saying.
That's kind of, but do you know what I mean? They like say ah, and you go, that's kind of, but again,
Yeah.
like, there aren't really like American words. Again, every once in a while, I should write that down on that. But yeah, but there aren't really, maybe like say certain countries where those kind of R sounds might be honored, but it's hard because again, in British English, there's kind of like R and there's ah. And again, like I've said, there's not like a hard and fast rule for what words are going to have which one. In American, they kind of just get blurred into one sound. And I'll give you the example. I hate saying the name Chandler, like from Friends. Like when I'm talking about Friends, I hate it because I don't say his name right. His name isn't Chandler and his name isn't Chandler. It's Chandler. But
Chandler?
That sound is somewhere between Chandler. But it's kind of that A sound. It's not quite like Chandler, like, because that, do you know what I mean? The way I'm saying Chandler, that doesn't sound right. Oh, did you see the one with Chandler and Monica?
Chandler.
That doesn't, like how I'm saying it,
Chandler.
that just doesn't sound,
Oh,
it
it's
sounds
like,
closer than the Chandler.
You mean it's more like like it's not like an ah, but it's like a like Chandler. Like it's not Chandler, it's like Chandler.
Well, that's the thing, I don't think there really is like a getting it. There are these two different sounds where American ones kind of just, they just all these different words just have but in the UK it will kind of get split into two. And again, it's just very hard. Like a word like pass, P-A-S-S, has that sort of R sound, pass, but then a word like passage and passageway, even though they're both P-A-S-S, I'm saying ah for those. So it's a very weird thing. I've spent way too long talking about like one A sometimes. Like we should do more stories.
Yeah, no, I'd love to jump back into the event. That'd be cool. Let me see.
Because I sort of realized like, oh wait, he's not really doing a whole lot right now.
Oh, I'm just going around and using my resin. Getting
I'll tell you what, let me just pop, I'm just gonna get some more.
Yeah. Go for it.
So then we'll do but just with like stories, what do you want to do? Do you try and another ending on this whole trials, the test of courage thing? Like, do you want to see what happens if we both have the drink? Is that what we'll do next?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Okay, well then stay tuned for that, everybody. Why am I taking that? Anyway, sorry. I'll be back in a sec.
Cool. All right, everybody. Since we got some time, I'm gonna read some super chats. Yeah, I know he kind of gets cut off a little bit there. I'm guessing it's the internet, so that's probably what it is. Let's see, who do we got? So, Aquatic Star says, Aquatic Star said, hello, really enjoyed Chongyun's Hangout story. I wish we could have more than 4 party members so I could have Chongyun in my party. You can just take one out. Easy solution. Thanks for your super chat. Cherry Tinted. I lost my 50-50 for Venti, so take my money. Cherry Tinted, no. I hope you're able to get Venti. You still got some more time. Should be able to get him. Estraydite, thank you guys so much for all that you do. Whoa, thank you for your $25. Oh my goodness. Very, very generous of you. Thank you. Emo said, please don't kill Chongyun in the Hangout. Thank you. He doesn't die, does he? Not Genshin Impact, but Zach, are you a deer, eagle, or lion? Nora says with their super chat, I am
a lion.
Max, thank you for your super chat. We did already touch on kind of Beau, how he hides his accent. Just lots of practice, but thank you. Choose the abandon hangout. No, I will not choose that. I cannot read your name is upside down, but thank you for your super chat. KM says, this is awesome. Thank you for your $20. Winter Code says, did Chongyuns hang out first, and I enjoyed it immensely. More love to Ice Boy. Agreed.
Agreed.
But yeah, we got some. Aang says, Beau, your voiceover work as Chongyun was amazing. He is the best boy, and I am excited for the voiceover work you do in the future. A Chongyun main.
Thank you so much.
That's super cool. Tatiana says, thank you guys for the stream. I hope you had a lot of fun today. From Russia with love. Very cool. Thank you, Tatiana.
Very cool. Thank you.
Bathroom Nero Evie says, bathroom break for weird drink. Yeah, I drank the weird thing and I had to pee. Coincidence? I think not. Stitched Imp says, you can go back to a part of the hangout right before it bridges to different endings. Oh yeah, that was before we got to that, but thank you for your super chat.
Yes.
Let's see. Janice Wu says, hey, I asked the accent question. Thank you, Beau, for the deep answer. I never thought about it that way. And then Janice also says, I hope your Wi-Fi is okay, heart, or something, because you cut out just like a little bit, just like certain words, just a little teeny bit.
There have been little bits where the sort of like your stream feed down a bit.
Oh, gotcha.
As well, just like a little bit. Sometimes you've kind of page, like say on like dialogue, and then it then hasn't. But well, that's okay.
I see.
Maybe I can like make this smaller or something like that.
Oh yeah. No worry. Don't worry about it. I know like internet is so weird, anyways. And also, Droopy, thank you for your super chat. Levi's Maid, thank you for your $20 from one bestie to another. Thank you, Levi's Maid. I appreciate that. From one bestie. I don't know what the bestie meme is now among I think that's like a saying. I was so confused when everybody was calling me bestie. Like what's bestie? Like hey dude, it's like I don't know. Wasn't sure what that meant, but
I'm as lost as you are, so.
But Levi's Maid, thank you very much. And also Takia said, Beau, how is your American Southern accent? I grew up with one, and I'm slowly losing it since I'm no longer in that region. Have you found you're losing your British one?
I do notice. I kind of work hard to maintain my accent, but I do notice just kind of bits where it kind of slips or is merging into some hybridized thing. If I'm just not really thinking about my talking, like if I'm just talking kind of normally, like if I'm not doing a gig or an audition or something.
Yeah.
I do notice some, like I notice ending a word and it kind of like ends in an R sound. If I'm kind of linking it to another word, but I kind of stumble on the word that ends in the R, I will say the R quite hard. Like I do say my R's at the end of words harder. I'm not saying like harder kind of or anything weird like that yet, but yeah, like I don't sort of, but yeah, there are little things where I'm noticing. To answer the question, I do kind of notice little moments where, just kind of being surrounded from it so much and so long.
Yeah, you're doing a good job though. That's super.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can't imagine trying to do it. I mean, I grew up as a beach kid near the beach, and so when I got into voiceover, I noticed a lot of people were like, "Yeah, you kind of sound like that dude, like that kind of guy that like." Just because there's so many kids over here, like that just kind of have this sort of, they just have this thing to their voice. They just don't really care. They're just like, "Yeah, dude, let's go." Like I don't know. They have this this kind of. It's not like totally like. It's not like this total surfer dude, but
right.
I don't know. Accents are interesting. Definitely something I'm looking forward to exploring more voice.
Because I kind of they're like two. I think I said this when I was like on Chris's stream back in December. And this before, but I was gonna say like the Californian-y surfer dude accent. There are two main sort of sources of me do the accent from when I was a kid. One of them was Michelangelo from the Turtles, the original series. And then I've just turned down my gain here whilst I do this, but like sort of that kind of holy guacamole kind of thing.
Nice.
And then did you ever play Star Fox 64? Do you play Star Fox 64? Do you know Star Fox?
Oh, I played Star Fox on the 3DS.
But you do know the like 64 game kind of thing. Like, yeah, from the 3DS. So do you remember in levels of like Katina, and then he's in like pyramid in the middle, protect it from the mothership, the enemy mothership, the big, and there's basically like ships everywhere. There's like good ships and bad ships, and you'll fire a laser to hit a bad ship, and then a good ship will fly in the way. But there's just ships everywhere. If you remember a very sort of brown level, the sort of pyramid in the center, Katina. There's a pilot, one of like the sort of good guy pilots from all the, good guy pilots flying around with you, is like Bill, who's Fox's friend. And it's kind of a very similar kind of sound and thing. But, he's but again, it'll be one of those things where you'll try and shoot someone, and then one of the good guys' computer ships will just like fly in the way. And, and he'll just be like, Fox, that's one of ours! and stuff like, and then like enemy mothership approaching.
No way. Yeah.
Like, Bulldog unit, don't let anything through, and all that kind of stuff. So
nice.
So Californian was, again, you just kind of pick up on these things, and you kind of learn that that's different from like a more kind of clean, neutral kind of American accent. Kind of something kind of universal American. You just kind of pick up on these little things. And I think I kind of, that was a voice in its own thing. I kind of heard that from like a young age.
That's super cool. And by the way, I'm going back to Wulong Hill right now. The chat, the chat loves it. They're like, "Oh my god, you're so cool. We love that."
So is this? So we're
in banana juice.
Pay close attention to your surroundings.
That's what it is.
Stay vigilant once you enter, and most importantly, don't get separated from your partner.
Okay, I already know what this dude says.
He's warning the event participants.
Yeah, you can kind of like, we can kind of like skip through this like quite quickly. Don't press too fast, just in case you accidentally skip, hit like a text option or something.
Right.
But you can kind of just like clunk, 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 clunk.
Actually, we just met.
We just met
again.
Just but please drink this before you enter the test of courage. This drink will boost the yang energy inside your body and lift your courage.
But again, it's so nice we don't have to like go back to the harbor and talk to Chongyun. See any other spirits. Like, it's nice that we can just go here, and that's a really cool thing. I love this sort of map. And,
definitely.
And that you can just kind of jump to the points.
Definitely.
That are like relevant.
Oh, by the way,
I loved Majora's Mask and the concept, but the fact you kind of had to do everything again, never.
I just want to say.
Yeah.
For everybody watching the stream, guys, by the way, I got Beau's Twitter down in the description, and I have it as a pinned comment in the live stream chat. So guys, make sure you go follow Beau on twitter.com/BeauVO. It is up there in the pinned comment. You can just click the link, easy access. And again, that is at BEAUVO at BeauVO on twitter.com.
You are such a professional. You spelled it and everything. Thank you. Like, from one person whose name gets misspelled a bunch to another. Thank you.
Yes, that does happen to me a lot. Even when my name is right there in the email title, they're like, "Hey, Zach," with a K.
Did you like get Christmas cards as well? So you'd always get like Christmas cards, where, like someone would put they'd always misspell your name, and then you'd get someone and they'd spell your name right, and they'd put that H in there, and then they'd try and spell your surname, and it's like, no, quit while you're ahead. No.
Oh
no.
yeah,
because my surname, people tend to put
the E
in my surname. My surname doesn't have an E in it. I understand why, but it doesn't. It looks weird to me with an E. I understand that for other people it looks weird without one, but to me it looks weird without an E because I've been spelling it my whole life without one. But that would kind of be a thing where like people would have no idea how to spell Beau. It was always a funny thing because a lot of people put B-O or like B-O-W.
Right.
And then there'd be some people like, I have heard whispers that there are other vowels aside from an O.
No
and they'd
way.
kind of know that there were other vowels that aren't an O, but they wouldn't know which ones and which order. And you get like probably like Bay, B-A-E, and B like B-E-U, a DEUA, I think I got one time, stuff. But yeah, it's always funny, like the different combinations of Christmas cards and stuff like that. You know, when they'd be like, let's write Christmas cards for all our fellow classmates and.
Yeah.
But but in conclusion, thank you for plugging my Twitter.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
Doing so excellent. Thank you.
We had a question asked. By the way, Levi's Maid, thank you for both of your super chats. I'm back, bestie. Just want to say thank you for all that you do. I think my favorite place in Genshin is Aether's main menu. Thank you so much. And then Levi's Maid also donated another $20. They donated another $10 and said, where can I give Beau money? Well, in the meantime, what you can do is go follow Beau on twitter.com/BeauVO. Again, link right down below in the description. It's right there. Click expand the description. I know nobody ever reads the description, unfortunately, even though I put a bunch of fun and cool stuff in there, but nobody ever reads it, so it's fine. But whatever. And it's also linked in the live stream chat as a pinned comment right there on the live stream chat. You can see it. It's a little blue thing. You click it, it'll expand. Boom. Click the link. Go follow Beau on Twitter. Please go do that. And then you can go buy his book if you search Beau on
it's like on my website. Like
on his website. Which should be on his Twitter link.
I was gonna say, yeah. If you find the Twitter, you'll find the website. And if you find the website, you can find the book. And also, just one thing on my website as well, just for anyone interested in VO, I put a big list of like resources and stuff that like helped me when I was learning. So like I put like links to like a bunch of podcasts and stuff. So like Rob Paulson's podcast and Crispin Freeman's podcast and like a bunch of the books I read and stuff like that. And you know, just the teachers who teach classes, and like I point you to their websites and stuff like that. You know, people like, again, if you were like, oh, Richard Horvitz teaches classes, like, oh, I'd be interested in that. Like, I've got a link to his website on my website, and you can go and find his website and, you know, like do classes with him and stuff like that. So I don't offer classes or anything like that. It will be a long time before I do. Like, there are definitely people way more qualified. You know, definitely be careful who you give your money to for like classes and stuff like that. But I have like a nice resource of like people who, you know, you're sort of safe giving your money to, and you'll get like so much great voiceover experience working with as well.
That's awesome. That's great. You got all that stuff. And I will say, guys, if you want to, you can pay me for a class. You can pay me in Primo Gems. I will gladly take the Primo Gems. Just pay me in the Primo Gems, and I will tell you the secret to voiceover, which is to take acting classes that aren't a guy on the internet asking you to pay him in Primo Gems. But yeah, guys, go check Beau out. We're gonna on his Twitter. We're gonna dive back into this story. Much love to all you guys.
I'm so sorry for people who are like, get to the Genshin stuff, like sort of, because we keep sort of just taking these really long. It's just I'm having fun. So yeah. Right,
no,
Yang energy.
No worries. All these people, they just want to hear you talk. Guys, petition for Beau to start a podcast, please. Start a podcast go narrate your own audiobook.
You do not know what the sort of, like, you know, what nightmares you'll unleash if you just put me in front of a microphone and be like, talk for a long time. Like, don't like I think you said like, oh, we'll talk for like an hour or something, and it's like I'm looking at the time and it's like way later. So anyway, let's get back to these branching stories. Like, let's play the game.
Cool.
That's right. Ghosts are said to be full of yin energy, so more yang energy will surely deter them.
All right.
I've never heard of such a drink. Is it a secret recipe? Or maybe some kind of potion?
So I can't remember exactly what... I think, like, maybe regardless of what you do, you kind of get sharing the... I don't know if you want to pick the other option anyway, just to be safe, because I can't remember. Because me and Chris, we just kind of, like, then always picked the other option. But it did mean we sometimes would, like, lose the hearts and...
Yeah, I think I picked this option. Or I think I picked perhaps it's all just psychological, so I'm going to go with this one.
Yeah.
Surely not. He keeps emphasizing that there are frightening things inside. I'm almost certain it's some powerful evil spirit. But if this drink really does boost yang energy, then it's potentially dangerous for me.
Dangerous?
You see, I have a very rare constitution called a pure yang spirit.
He's so pure.
The purest.
Such a constitution allows me to scare away evil spirits, but it also makes me prone to emotional impulses. I am constantly focusing to keep my mind and body in a normal state, which usually works until I suffer from some external stress.
Come now, what's with that serious expression on your face, lad? You aren't worried about the drink, are you?
Oh, he's very worried. I mean,
Yes,
I'm
of course
worried about the
we
drink.
are.
It's delicious
course
and quite
we are.
effective, if I do say so myself. There's nothing to worry about. Or if you're still unsure, perhaps only one of you could take the drink. The person who takes the drink can protect the one who doesn't. It'll be exciting either way.
It's hard to refuse when you put it that way.
I'll tell you what's like interesting about this. So there's kind of like no, again, following the last story, there's like, well, there's no actual ghosts here, just for fun. It's like, well then, why give this drink, which like is actually a real drink, you know?
There's something fishy going on here.
Yeah, it's just kind of.
Okay, let's
here we
both
go.
drink
Let's
it.
Both drink it.
Yeah, we can do this. You lose control.
You can protect me, can't you, Zach?
I got you.
All right, here it is. Please drink it slowly.
Get ready for the gulps.
Turn that up for the chat. That's just for you guys.
Yes, that's it. You did great. You two may enter now.
Here we go.
I'm starting to feel something after that drink. No, I'll be fine. Let's go investigate the area.
I'm gonna laugh so hard if this is some kind of soda or something, or maybe it was a really sugary drink, because the guy did say it tasted really well, or tasted really good. It's like really sugary. He's like, I can't have sugar, and he starts going all crazy, super hyper or something.
There are more people here than I imagined. They could all be in grave danger if there really is an evil spirit here. We must get to the bottom of this. I'm not too sure where we should start, but I know we'll find something once we start looking. These innocent participants are completely oblivious to the potential danger here. We'll need to protect them.
The test of courage isn't dangerous.
What? Please, enlighten.
Oh, maybe we didn't choose that before. We're on a whole different route now.
No, I think this was all the same, I think, as last, but I think,
oh, you're right, yeah. But I don't think I said this. I chose the positive.
Yeah, we picked the more positive one. We've been nice.
You're taking this way too seriously.
Maybe you're right. I'm certainly a stranger to entertainment after all.
But then this is still kind of
Mostly
the
spend
same
my time purging
thing.
evil spirits and practicing thaumaturgy. Besides training, I also need to constantly focus on my own emotions to avoid losing control. So I rarely have any time for leisure activities. I'm completely unfamiliar with what others would consider entertainment.
I see.
Well, either way, let's check the area for any evil spirits just in case. Where should we start?
Where are we starting? Oh, so we do the same thing. We go around and...
Yeah.
Oh, so I can just skip through these people, right? It's the same stuff, I think.
Yeah. If like, you can just kind of skip through this. It'd be funnier to watch their funny fight.
We're leaving now, okay?
Fast forward.
Excuse me, but I could... If so, I'm here to track it.
Oh,
Could you
he's so
please tell
excited.
me which direction it's in?
He's like a little puppy dog.
He is.
Who are you? No, I didn't. So please just.
My apologies. Perhaps you misunderstood what I meant. I only
I
wish
think
to
this
know
is
what
all
the
just the
spirit
same.
looks
Oh, yeah, like he's gonna track it down. You're right. I guess the options aren't any different.
Alright, that's
Because I kind of know the thing that's going to be
I didn't mean to frighten her.
where
Oh,
it
yeah.
precisely happens.
Yes,
This one's the same.
I'm just trying to hunt the evil spirit you mentioned to prevent it from hurting anyone.
Isn't it a bit strange for an exorcist to come to the test of courage looking for evil spirits? Oh.
Well, thank
I
you
think
for
I
letting me
get
know
it
that
now.
like the test of
Well, we
courage is
didn't say
actually
anything about a ghost or spirit.
like a
I
thing.
think you misunderstood
Thing. I
us.
know it sounds weird. I just thought it was like kind of something for the game. You know, I thought it was
Yeah.
just when I was kind of recording it. I thought it was just
I
like,
brought my
oh, they've
girlfriend here to
kind of
have
got
some
this
fun,
thing
but
where like
instead she got
Chongyun is
frightened by
taking
all
it
this-
too seriously, and I'm kind
thank
of
you very-
that's like,
Well, you
so
heard
whereas
it.
I didn't know it was
Seems
kind of
something
like
unusual
bit
is
something
going on
based
here.
in
Why would they ever want to
well,
come here
right.
if they
kind
get
of like
scared
it's
so easily?
has like sort of
Enter. It's amazing. Anyway,
is based elsewhere as well, which is interesting. So okay, so
So yeah, this is all the same, I
this
guess.
is all the same. I do know how this differs. I just can't remember
the traces are quite
where
weak,
or,
though.
or
So there are
what.
only two possibilities. Either the spirit that
What
left
kind
the
of
traces,
triggers?
either
Is this
way.
the same?
These possibilities
So
prove
this
my
is
hunch that there's
because then
indeed
we
an
talk
evil
about like Wu Wong Hill.
Yeah, this is the same.
So this is
No, I
all kind
don't
of the
think so.
same.
There have been many
Again, I
rumors
know the
regarding
thing. If for
cause
some
of
reason we
Wu Wong
end up
Hill's
at the
gloomy
same
aura,
like
but nothing is
ending for
certain.
whatever reason, I don't think we will. But I'll kind of
Although,
tell you
once it
what
became the murky place you see now,
what I kind of in my
it also
head am
began
being
to
like,
attract
well,
more
we should
evil
have seen.
spirits.
Gotcha. Okay.
Anyway,
Let's see.
these traces lead
But
us one step
I think
closer
like
to finding an evil
it should
spirit.
trigger soon.
Take me to this other couple.
Oh yeah, the babe couple.
Take this. Okay.
Hold on. We need
Oops.
Don't come over here again. Seriously, just leave me alone.
Why just calm down? It's not what you think.
Calm down, babe.
No, don't even bother.
Stop! Not a step closer.
Time to tell him off.
I'll
Exercise him.
Exercise.
Exercise that guy.
What? Who are you? And what are you talking about?
Wait, what?
I love how they sort of like lose their sort of, you know, frustration at each other to like just be like, what the heck?
Oh,
Yeah.
he's just a person? It seems I've made a mistake. After seeing her resist so violently, I thought for sure an evil spirit
Thought he was an
trying to
evil
harm her.
spirit.
Nah, it's not like that at all. She's
Excuse. And now that we're
Okay,
All right.
same old fight,
It's
same
just-
thing.
Now
He
that
is,
someone else is
yeah,
here,
same old
let's take
fight,
a
still
moment to
hilarious.
calm down.
Ooh.
So we said intruding last.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah,
maybe
just hit
participate. They've seemed to
They
be
just had to
here.
participate.
I wasn't thinking clearly.
But again, that's
was
like the same
pure
response.
impulse.
so-
Right.
I'm sorry.
Oh, so maybe that doesn't
Please
even matter.
forgive me.
fine. I know I shouldn't.
Oh, it doesn't matter anymore.
Here it goes.
You
You
called
call
me
me
babe?
So they really are on a date? But why in such a dangerous place like this?
Not in a
Perhaps we
place
should
like
just leave them
this.
alone.
I love those lines. I swear, I've recorded so many different like you can't end right here, or how did it happen? Why in this place? Not in a place like this.
Oh, sorry.
Here we go.
Oh, this is
Sorry,
it.
I
This is
feel-
new.
This is new. This is the new
wow.
stuff.
I think the drink we had earlier stirred the yang energy inside my body.
Is it that serious?
If there's too much yang energy, I'm afraid that I won't be able to control myself. Even though you were willing to accompany me this far, I don't want to cause you any further trouble.
But we finally found some traces of an evil spirit. How can we go now?
If I lose control, I fear that I'll be the one endangering everyone here, not evil spirits. We better find somewhere to rest.
Sure, just have a rest. I'll continue investigating on my own. Let me help you find a place to rest, huh? Oh, so
So I can't remember, say, which more important in terms of, say, getting a different ending and stuff like
yeah.
that. My hunt, I think if I remember right, it's more the bottom one. But if you kind of super duper wanted to do the top one, if you're like, oh, one,
I'll do the bottom one first, and then I think there's
Yeah.
then you come back, I think, and do
Yeah.
the other one. Let me help you find a place to rest.
Sorry to
My
trouble
sweet
you
boy.
again.
Is there anything I can do to help?
The feeling, it's becoming more intense.
What is happening?
Usually, I can manage by simply eating a popsicle. But that's only under normal circumstances. I may need something a bit more potent in this case.
I do like, again, for someone who...
cryo slime condensate or cryo whopper flower nectar, for example.
Do you have those things, Zach?
Oh, cryo. Yeah.
You've collected these during your adventures, right? But I'm afraid they're no good.
What?
They're not fresh enough.
I just got him. I just got him now, like 2 seconds ago. What are you talking about?
Perhaps they're fine as typical ingredients, but they won't be potent enough to suppress the abundance of yang energy inside me.
So, which do you want to go get?
Oh, interesting. I think cryo slime is, I'll choose the whopper flower.
Thank you. I'll be resting here.
That's what I chose with Chris initially.
I should be
When
able
we
to
streamed.
manage for the time being if I
Gotta go for the
just focus
flower.
on keeping calm.
See, I went for it for the Whopper aspect because Burger King.
Oh, the most American thing of all, eh? Nothing like a big old nothing like an American just chowing down on a big old cheeseburger.
I do love a good burger. I do like my burgers.
Oh, they're
I'm a
right
burger-
here.
I'm a burger boy.
Yeah, no, me too.
Yeah,
Ooh, I
hotel.
wonder what the best burger is. We'd probably cause riots in the chat if we.
Yeah,
well.
no, let's not get into that. Because that's the thing. Everyone out here,
Higher, higher, hands on fire!
California, and then but then there will be people like, oh, Five Guys is the best, and then and then there are people who are like, well, I just kind of like the stuff like McDonald's or Burger King or Jack in the Box or
Right.
So, they're all valid. They're all good.
It's hard to tell. I think a lot of people from California will definitely say In-N-Out is the best burger, but I'm like, let's not go into it, but I have opinions.
But you're
so
going into it.
yeah, I have opinions. So I think I really like Five Guys. The trick to Five Guys though is to not put a ton of stuff on your burger, or that thing is gonna get sloppy and soggy really fast. But in terms of the burger itself, and not to mention I love getting the Cajun fries too. I love Five Guys. In-N-Out is also really good. In-N-Out is just good for that solid burger, I think.
Oh, hang on, this is fun. Hang on, this is
Oh,
funny.
what is this?
I just like
It's dangerous to walk alone here.
this is good.
You have no idea who or what you'll meet.
So the ... which could be affirmative or concerned or whatever, or just hello. ...
Huh?
You seem to be pretty calm. You know, there's a saying, you can't keep your shoes dry if you're walking along the river.
You know, there's a saying, you can't keep your shoes dry if you keep walking along the river. I'm like, who is this guy?
You're bound to run into something in such a strange and eerie place.
What? Huh?
And what you encounter here could become a nightmare that
He is so
the
dumb.
rest of your life.
Oh, really?
Huh? How are you so calm? People usually run away in terror before I can finish a sentence.
Don't you even have a costume or anything?
Yes, I have one, but it's too hot to wear. And besides, a more sophisticated way to play a ghost is to create a creepy atmosphere that scares people psychologically. In which case, my appearance becomes irrelevant. Besides, I'll never be able to scare someone like you who doesn't believe in ghosts to begin with.
Well, it sounds like you're just slacking off to me.
Hey, that's not true. I'd better go find some wimps to scare now. You should go back and find your partner. He might be terrified by now.
What was that line? Terrified by now. Okay. It's so funny. You come across the traveler. It's like, oh, a whopper flower. Actually, I need to kill this. I always need more whopper flower nectar for myself.
Yeah, hopefully you don't have to hand it like all over or anything.
Oh, so wait, where do I go? Oh, back up here? Talk to Chongyun?
Here we go. Thanks for finding these ingredients for me. I feel much better now. Although I still feel the yang energy stirring, at least I won't need to worry about it getting out of control.
Get out of control.
So, did you find any new leads when you were out looking for ingredients?
No, I only saw an event staff member pretending to be a ghost.
Huh? Oh, so that's what's going on here? Does that mean all the strange things here are just a hoax?
Let's see. Which one did we... Oh, I think we're already at that point. So I wonder, is everything the same up until... No, it can't be.
So, hang on, I just want to make sure we kind of... So, how many... Have we picked this option once or twice? I think we... Didn't we pick, like, the top right one? Because we kind of said, like, the two on the right are quite nice, and then the one on the left is the sort of... Like, we sort of said, like, the top right one is the nicest one, bottom right is the second nicest one, and then the left one is the least nice one.
Right.
So I don't know if you want to, for polar opposite's sake, pick the left one, but it's down to you ultimately.
Yeah, I think it's the left one. Okay. You took it way too seriously. I'm sorry.
I see.
Oh, a little heartbroken.
So I was wrong again. In that case, I suppose there's no reason for us to linger here any longer.
Oh, well now we're back at the same options. Right, let's head back. Remember that strange...
Do you want to do the right, let's head back? Because that would kind of just end things now. Because when we picked the other option, that kind of led us on.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, a whole load of stuff. So maybe if we just kind of end this now,
right?
We can then kind of figure out where we're at with everything.
I'm sorry. This has all been a waste of your precious time.
Don't take it to heart.
You're very kind. At least we checked the test of courage together and verified that the place is clear of danger. But if only we had found some evil spirits, then it all would have been worthwhile.
Oh, we got that same little picture. Let's check out that timeline.
So let's check out the map and then... Basically, I know one of the branching things, but I still don't think it will change the ending. That's kind of my... Oh, it's
this.
that.
Oh, it's all based off of the...
Okay.
Oh, the Whopper flower just goes back into it. Interesting.
Okay, so basically, without kind of spoiling too much here or anything, but basically that bottom one is if we... No, I think it is the bottom one. Basically, one of the options is about like the slime and the Whopper flower. I think they just kind of amount to the same thing. So we don't need to, if we want to say like explore like at least one of the other options in like the other kind of main story, like we won't go for all 6 endings tonight. That would be a bit too much. But
gotcha.
But if you want to,
you're saying go for like the meeting at the wharf or something and see where we can get on that.
I was gonna say, if you want to go back to the like Chongyun's determination and try and get another, basically the trick to it won't be getting to basically we don't want to sort of have to pick between the slime and the Whopper flower. I think.
Oh, so you don't want to pick between that? Because those all lead. Yeah. 2 of those lead you to the same ending. So we want to get whatever one isn't that.
I think that's the way this works. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Forgive me if people in the chat are being like, no,
I'm starting
like
to feel something after that drink.
Cryo slime is the answer.
No, I'll be fine.
Yeah, let me check it out.
And let's just really kind of super duper like skip through text, and because again, I think so much of it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So this
hear that, guys? Beau has given me permission to skip through his lines. Unless they're brand new.
There really is an evil spirit here.
I really don't have much of an ego.
I'm not too sure. We wish that these innocent participants are completely
okay, test of courage isn't dangerous.
Please, enlighten me.
Is this the same thing? I think last time we said you're taking this too seriously, so do we
do
the
do you
other
want to
one?
flip back? We'll flip back. Will be nice.
I think so, yeah. They're here to have fun.
Beings I see. I mostly
That's
spend my
since
time
that's what
purging
we
evils
chose
besides training,
for the
I also need
first
to
run
concentrate,
through.
So I rarely have any time for leisure
Yeah.
activities.
I see.
Well, either
Again,
way,
I see.
let-
For the third time, I see. Okay, so now we gotta go around and talk to all these people.
Yeah, so we can just like skip through all these because these don't.
This is all.
All right.
Basically, we just want to.
But this.
Excuse me. If so,
Who are. No, I. So.
my apologies. If you can't. No.
No.
All right, that's an. Can't you see?
If the only thing that is
My
different
apologies.
is
Yes.
picking
Isn't it a bit?
the slime, then I guess that's what we.
Thank you for.
But I think maybe. I think
Well,
maybe
you
what it
heard
is,
that.
maybe
Why
there's
would
like.
they ever want to come interact
There
with
was,
me
we either
anyway?
find a place. We find. I think I remember. Remember how we were like, oh, we'll find a place to shelter you, kind of thing. We'll find a place to rest.
Right.
There was another option. There was like well.
Either way.
So I think it's that other option that we need to pick. I think that's the one that kind of, if you know it, because there is also the like, well, we find a place to rest and then we go for the slime, but I think that kind of then just amounts to the same thing as the Whopper flower.
Totally.
I think. So I think it's that kind of what we do once he starts feeling ill kind of thing. I think that's the kind of crucial factor here to kind of get that other ending.
Take a moment to calm down.
Yeah, they're just here to participate. Same old couple, same old thing. Yeah, I don't think this choice matters. None of these choices here matter.
This is just kind of as funny as they are, as great as they are. You know, like if you're playing this at home, watch them every time.
Oh, sorry.
But we wanna.
Sorry, I feel.
Oh yeah, so
I think
this
the
is where.
drink we had- if there's too much yang energy.
Okay, we finally found some
if I lose
traces.
control-
So
So I think so. Maybe if we want to, do you want to just try to investigate on our own here? Because I think if we do the find the other place to rest,
you're right.
third branch
Yes.
where it's like the slime.
You're
remember
totally
this one
right. You're
from-
totally right.
This is what's gonna trigger it.
All right. You are an experienced adventurer after all. I won't be far, so just call for help if you run into any danger.
Okay. We will do that.
Ugh,
Oh,
I'm beat.
now there's this guy.
Finally. I wonder
Okay, who are you? You
So maybe if
shouldn't
we
be-
just pick the other options like
Never
here,
mind.
because I think there were like
I
a lot of
work here
two options. I
pretending to
don't
be a
think
ghost,
so.
but now's my break
Ghost.
time. So
Oh yeah, is that what I said?
Oh
There,
my
so there are no real ghosts here. Or I
Get all
said
hot
it's all planned to
stuff
scare
going
people.
on.
No, no. Oh yeah, I chose the top one before, so I think I choose the bottom one.
of course, how could there be real ghosts here? No one wants to see.
I
a
think
real
these ones-
ghost,
I think
neither
these
us
ones
nor
were like
other
the-
participants.
Text kind of looks like that, just in the bottom right there. I think they
Just
really
come here
super
for the
duper don't
atmosphere.
matter.
People
I could be
find
wrong.
themselves in a scary
but-
situation. They'll say things that
I
they
think I understand because I said the Chongyun will be
Yeah.
disappointed.
Okay.
Whoever you here are, have fun with your time. Oh, interesting. Okay. Tell the truth.
Oh, you're back. So how did it go? Did you see an evil spirit?
No, I only saw an event staff member. Okay.
No evil spirits?
Okay.
No danger?
This is where it is.
It's all just a setup?
Right. So, do you want to go that's all there is to the test of courage? Because I think that's the one we haven't picked of the three, I want to say. I think we were like super nice the first time with the I'm sorry, but that seems to be the truth.
Yeah,
And
you're
then-
right.
and then so, yeah, we'll go bottom right.
I see.
Oh, his little heart.
It seems I've been tricked again. Uh-oh. I'm
Oh,
starting to
okay,
feel
this is
more
new.
and
Ooh.
more uncomfortable. Now that everything's settled here, let's head back to Liyue Harbor. But could you help me walk back?
You don't look so good, even though you do look really good, but you don't look so good.
That's fine. I'll be okay. No, really. I'm fine.
No.
And there you go, hey!
Oh, nice. We got another one.
That was one of the pictures. I was kind of like, if I had the capacity to like get pictures to like promote the stream tonight, I would have probably gone for something like this one or something like that.
That's cool. I like that. Where he's in pain and.
So, yeah. So, I mean, if you go on the map now,
body,
you'll see
healthy
that this
mind.
kind of area of the branching path is like, it's still incomplete, but that's basically just because you haven't got the slime, but it will kind of just lead to one of these same endings. So,
Oh, I see
if
what
you
you're
wanna
saying.
so you can just do that when you need like slime or
Totally.
whatever. But if you want to go right back to the start, and we could do one of the other ones, I think it's a little bit straightforward. The 3 different paths for the other ones.
Oh, cool.
You'll kind of see what the. I think you'll kind of, or I can even just point out afterwards what the sort of 3 different paths are. But yeah.
Yeah, we can go and do this one really quick. And of course, Beau, if you got a jet, no worries.
I might just get some more water because I'm kind of going through it quite a lot and quite quickly. So maybe if you want to just kind of prep this one / read out some
Next on the agenda.
Yeah, for
super
sure.
chats and stuff, and then I'll be back in a minute to listen to you guys. Sorry if I miss it. I've really been enjoying listening to one. Been here for when I've not been getting water and stuff. So I'll be back in a sec, guys.
Cool. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm gonna read some more supers really quick. Oops, I did not mean to click that. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Albedo stands interact. Sorry, I completely missed this. Can you guys wish me a good night? Well, I'll wish you a good night. You probably already are gone, but good night. And what else did I miss? Beau, Prickly Trash said, Beau, those impressions were brilliant, talking about the Michelangelo impression. I choked on my water listening to it. All right, thank you so much, Prickly Trash. I love the name. Jasmine says, just started playing Genshin and I am just enjoying this experience. Thank you, Zach and Beau, for bringing your talent to this wonderful game. Thank you, Jasmine. Levi's Made, can you cash app this to Beau? $20. Okay, so yes, I will definitely cash app that to Beau. Guys, I will ask though not to like give me money and then have me give it to other people. Like, I guess that's weird, but I'm gonna link, like, for every guest we have on here, I'm gonna link all their stuff down below. And if a lot of the people that I do know who play Genshin Impact, they do stream. So whenever they do stream, feel free to go give them money and love at their own individual places. So, but yes, I will definitely give this to Beau. I think he has PayPal. I don't know. I don't even use Cash App. Levi's Maid says those were all. And by the way, you guys need to tweet at Beau and tell him to try to stream. Get Beau streaming, get him playing Genshin Impact. But I know he's waiting for the Switch version whenever that's gonna drop. Levi's Maid says those were from all of us, by the way. Love you guys. Heart. Oh, what are you talking about?
Oh,
thank you for your super chat.
I came back too quickly. Hang on.
Oh, no worries. Esther, Ace Therapy, thank you so much for your super chat. Levi's Maid says, I'm going to bed. Besties, good night. Have a good night. What are these? Heart. And there's that face and then sandwich emoji. I don't know. What's up with the sandwich? Okay. Alexis says, Bestie, please, Beau, podcast when we need to know ASAP. I know, right? Anime Gamer.
What was that ASAP?
Oh,
I'm back for real now.
they're just talking about when I mentioned, like, oh, Beau should have a podcast. And they're like, ASAP.
Aw, you guys are so nice.
I'm telling you, Beau, you got to read your book. That's the best advertisement ever. A voice actor reading their own book. That's it. You got it right there. I would do that if I had my own book. I'd be like, yeah, you guys got to listen to me read this now. Anime Gamer, thank you for your super chat. And Levi's Maid, thank you so much for your super chat. Dana, Bestie, where are you? I don't know what that is, but Dana's in the chat, I think. Hi, Dana. How you doing? Cool. All right, Beau, so you still got some more time? No worries if you don't. But
yeah, no, I'm good. I wasn't sure like how much I'm gonna have. It kind of depends. But it looks like I can stick around for as long as we.
Have you perchance seen any evil spirits?
Cool. We won't go too long. We'll do one ending from this other route if that sounds good to you.
Yeah.
Cool, cool,
I
cool.
mean, it'll be easy for you to unlock the others kind of once we get there. Like, this may take a little while, but as you kind of saw, like, unlocking the others, they're kind of like two main kind of paths, and a while, but then the rest are kind of quite easy. I mean, getting like the second and third ones were. So, yeah. So I think this can largely skip through.
Evil
my
spirits.
apologies.
Oh, I think you're right. A lot of
I'm
this is the
Chongyun,
same.
a local exorcist from Liu.
We just want to make sure we
The evil
stay away
spirits, it is
from
my
the
duty to exorcise or destroy them
test of
and protect the
courage.
citizens here from their evil doings.
Right.
Um,
I think last time we did admirable job, so let's
We
go for
did.
vigilant yaksha.
He does like the vigilant yaksha.
Yeah. So I get it. That's what a vigilant yaksha fights against, right?
How did you come to know of the vigilant yaksha? I have great respect for the yakshas. For generations, yakshas and exorcists have been protecting Liyue together, one in plain sight and the other in secret. Sorry, I digress. Judging
Something
from your
I say
response,
all the time,
it seems
'cause
you
I
aren't well
waffle
versed
on
in the
like-
realm of evil
I
spirits.
digress.
But that's understandable. If I may ask, have you happened to come across anything strange recently? Sometimes even the most trivial matters prove helpful in my hunt for evil spirits.
Nothing in particular.
Oh, I see. Well, fair enough. In that case, I guess I'll just have to try my luck with the clues I already have.
Well, what clues do you have now?
Only some scattered reports.
Is this
really.
the same stuff? I don't even
Nothing too
remember.
significant Yet.
So this is where he sort of talks about, there's like the trials
But
of
if you're
courage.
interested, I can.
Oh, you're right.
This
Okay, so we can
is-
kind of skip through this
Recently.
to the
So,
choices.
yeah, we just
Acute
want to
cases such as these might actually be
just
worth our
want to be
attention.
careful.
So we
with
chose Ruin Hunter.
choose, but yes, we chose the Ruin Hunter, didn't we? So
Drunkards?
so I was gonna say, yeah, the test of courage one would most likely lead us back to the test of courage. So let's go with drunkards.
It's just Venti passing through.
Unless there was a problem with the drinks, I don't think drunkards would scare the children that much.
Yeah, there's some
Do
pretty
you
mean
think I'm
drunks
not
out there.
deciphering these clues correctly?
Oh yes. Do we want to be? Oh, so last time we were mean and we were like, we won't tell him. Do you want to be a little bit just kind of bluntly honest? Like,
Yeah.
we're not being mean.
I'm gonna tell the
but-
truth this time. Whew. I got this. I got this.
Do it, Zach.
I should just
Break,
tell him
break my
that.
heart. Do it.
So you don't think any of these clues are related to evil spirits?
No, they're not.
Sorry. Please give me a moment to calm myself.
Then you gotta do the anime voice. He's like, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it would be so devastating to you.
No, it's fine. I've been this way since I was young.
Nothing like the good old anime voice, am I right?
I've only done one. I did the movie Children of the Sea that came out last year.
Oh, I
it's
saw
like
that.
Oh, you saw it?
I did see that.
Oh.
Yes.
Like,
that was
in English?
beautiful. Yeah, no, I saw that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I was Ongley, the long-haired kind of dreamy.
That
looking
was
dude.
you? Oh.
That was me.
Yeah, I was like, that movie got so psychedelic at the end. I was like, whoa,
'cause
what are all
I like
these?
I haven't been able to see it. The thing I was hoping, I think if like COVID hadn't happened, it would have like had like a theatrical release. A lot of sort of movies do, but then it didn't, and so it's come out on like DVD and Blu-ray, and it's on Netflix if you don't want to. If you can't like sort of,
I think
find
that's where I
to
saw it. It
buy
was a streaming site. Yeah, Netflix or
yeah,
something.
I think it should still be on Netflix if you're in America. 'Cause I'm not sure if it's available in the UK. Like my mom would watch it. So if it is available in the UK legally and properly, but to my knowledge, I haven't looked in a while. So maybe I'll do a bit more research to see if they have released it on DVD over there or anything, or if it is on Netflix over there. But yeah, my mum hasn't been able to see it, and she would love to watch it.
Very cool.
So, but yeah, so that was an anime done, and that was like such a great and lovely role to have. So
Yeah.
I was very honored to do that. But oh, cool, that's so funny.
You
that
did an
you've,
awesome job. Yeah, I didn't even know that was
thank
you. That's amazing. That's one of my bucket list things, to be a part of like the, I don't know, some anime feature. I mean, technically with the Demon Slayer movie, but you know, like an anime feature that It's like one of those beautiful looking. Well, I mean, not.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I know. Well,
It is
there's
beautiful.
kind of a like. There's some. Not that I wouldn't say it's like slice of lifey, fantastical, and it's got like the dugongs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just got that sort of grounded kind of realness to it, and it's gentle and
Right.
lovely, and so I know what you mean. Like I'm probably more likely to book those kinds of animes.
Yeah.
The first one I booked was that one, but yeah, so that was a very cool project to be on. And I can't wait to see it myself and like sort of thing, because it was a lot of fun to record. So I think it would be lovely to watch.
Cool.
Anyway, oh yeah, so I can't really remember what he said, which led. But like,
Oh yeah. I don't think we did this
no,
one.
Not at all.
Not yet.
I guess you could say that I just tend to be unstable. You know, emotionally. It causes me to become very uncomfortable at times. This tendency of getting stirred up easily is what people call a pure yang spirit.
Yeah, maybe this is all the same
Stirred
so
up easily. I couldn't tell that from your appearance.
Yes, well,
you seem really
such a
chill.
constitution is very rare.
Yeah, there we go.
But it's a potent weapon for an exorcist. My
I did
constitution
like
alone
your
is capable
pun
of
in
scaring
your
off
announcement
evil
of
spirits.
this last night.
That's what I say.
But
I'm like,
must
come
constantly
chill with
focus
us.
on my emotions. Otherwise, I may easily do something out of control.
Out of control. Do it.
Anyway, I carefully selected these clues from an ocean of information. I can't believe they're all completely irrelevant. Oh no. I'm still feeling quite uncomfortable. There's heat growing in my chest. I can't breathe.
What is happening here? Shall I try rubbing your vision on your forehead?
Zach, how could you?
I thought this game was rated PG-13.
I actually don't know what it's rated.
I don't know what it's rated either. How about some water? Boo Boo Pharmacy. Yeah, we'll do this.
I'll be all right. I brought some popsicles with me for just such situations. I feel much better now.
All right, the popsicles. He's good. Okay, well, that popsicle sure looked tasty, even though we did not see it, and it cut to a dark screen. But okay, it looked
Actually,
tasty.
They're quite tasteless. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to stomach them.
Oh, never mind. They're just ice. It's literally ice. It's water. Okay, nice popsicle. Very fun.
Thank you for your concern. I'm fine. But what should I do next if all these clues are irrelevant?
Actually, it seems someone's been watching us this whole time.
Yes, I've noticed him too.
This kid, like, back here, I was like, where? And then, oh, he's hiding behind my hair. Okay.
It's no coincidence that we both noticed it. I'm sure he's watching us.
It reminds me of
But it doesn't seem
Drax
he has any intentions
in,
other than looking at us.
the sort of the first
Perhaps there's something he wishes
Avengers
to tell us.
Infinity War, like sort of, I am very still. You cannot see me if I am perfectly still.
Let's go and ask him.
Right. He might need our help.
Sure he is. Someone in the chat says, curb stomp that kid? Why?
Huh? Sorry, I'll leave now.
No, please, relax. There's no need to worry. We're not here for trouble.
Oh, he's so nice.
We couldn't help but notice you standing here for a while.
Now that's a
and thought
reliable
you
guy
might have
right
something
there.
on your mind.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing on my mind. I just thought the thing you were eating looked tasty. My sister just loves food. She's always super happy whenever we get some tasty snacks. I'm her big brother, and I should take care of her, but Mom says we're too poor and she never lets me buy any snacks.
Oh, you mean one of my popsicles? I'm afraid you wouldn't find them very tasty, though.
Oh, it doesn't matter. My sister's never had anything like that before. I know she'd be happy to try one. Come to think of it, I've never had one either.
I see. That might be difficult.
What's wrong?
Well, I only have 2 popsicles left.
Oh.
These popsicles are very important to me, and I might need them if we encounter an evil spirit. Without them, I might not be able to control my constitution.
Let the Constitution run wild.
I just want to say before you pick anything, it's funny because in the other briefly come up, like there was kind of a point you said, oh, well, normally I just kind of eat a popsicle, and it's just funny because it's kind of a bit of a throwaway line, and if you don't know all of this, that could always like, what do you mean like eating a popsicle makes you feel better? What kind of thing? Whereas this story kind of explores the popsicle thing,
right?
A little bit more. But if you play the story the way we've kind of played it around, it's like, wait, he just talked about popsicles? What do popsicles have to do with anything? Whereas this one actually explains kind of like Chongyun and popsicles just a little bit more.
Gotcha. Yeah, so
anyway,
it's not just like a fan service thing. Like he actually needs the popsicle.
Yeah, they have like they have a function, and you know they're not just like a thing he kind of has.
Not just to advertise that one random popsicle company.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. What do we do here?
What are you thinking? Give him? Do you want to give the boy just one so that say like the boy's sister can have one, or do you want to give them both so that the sister and the boy can? But obviously, if you give one, it's like the sister can have one, but maybe the boy doesn't get one. But we do have one for emergencies if things go wrong and the yang energy gets control. Or we could do the nice thing and give them both, but then we are out of popsicles, and if things go bad, that might not be good. So, what are you thinking?
Okay, I'm thinking I don't know. Maybe we just go crazy with it. We give them both.
Yeah. Well,
let's see what happens. We want him to
run wild.
You're right. I'll just have to make do without my popsicles then. Here, my young friend. You can have my last 2 popsicles. You and your sister can each have one.
Really? Wow! Thanks a lot! Just wait till my sister tries this. I haven't seen her smile in a long time. Whoa! It's already starting to melt. Excuse me. I better hurry back to Chihu Rock now.
I never expected that something I used to suppress my yang energy would be so appealing to kids. But I wonder how I'll manage without any popsicles.
Yeah, are they difficult to make?
I usually get my popsicles from One Min Restaurant on special order. The ingredients are not complicated, but the restaurant is always bustling with business, and Chef Mao is usually too busy to take my order. Now that I've used all my supply, I'll have to trouble him to make more.
I'll go with you.
Oh, no need.
Yay.
I'm sure I can manage it on my own.
I mean, I was the one who convinced you.
Okay, then go on your own. End of stream.
I know, right? Like, later. Yeah, I'll go. I
was gonna say, so you thinking the left one that you, because you kind of made that choice, or are you thinking one of the just kind of expressing your concern?
Oh yeah, maybe I'll say I'm a little worried about you. That's what I'll say.
Oh.
I want him to lose control.
Perhaps you were concerned by my unwell appearance earlier.
But not have to feel guilty about it.
Yeah.
I appreciate your concern. Please don't worry about me. I assure you, I'm not that fragile. But if you're offering to come
See, as an
along,
English person, I would say
then
fragile.
I won't refuse.
Fragile.
Right.
Just because that's an interesting thing about accents. Sometimes it's actual like vowel sound changes, and then sometimes it's just kind of like what I just call it pronunciation changes, like aluminium and aluminum, something like that. You know. Sometimes it's just kind of like knowing that words are pronounced differently, and as you kind of see them come up in the script, you just know to say them differently.
This is bad.
Right.
Chef Mao
because
is not
that's
at
the way that
restaurant
country
right now,
says
and
it,
neither
as
is
opposed
Xiangling.
to any particular like accent or vowel thing. Anyway, sorry about that. Just randomly going back
no
to
worries.
Topics, but
So Chef Mao isn't at the restaurant, but neither is
We'll have to wait
Xiangling.
until he returns. What do we do about the evil spirits? Oh, are you a good cook?
Are you, Zach?
Oh no, I'm really not.
I noticed on Twitter you saw my picture about like chili and chili dogs the other day or something. I think you liked a picture of like me cooking.
Oh yeah, I did see that picture. You know, Okay, so I think I've said this before on my stream, but okay, don't judge me, anybody, but listen. I am a lean cuisine connoisseur. Okay? Listen. Lean cuisine. Alright? And by the way, this is a perfect segue into cooking. This stream is sponsored by Lean Cuisine, guys. If you type in leancuisine.com/airzach, it will take you to a code. You can get 10% off your Lean Cuisine. Go do that. Link down in the description below. I'm totally joking. Lean Cuisine, please sponsor me because I am the perfect. I'm the perfect candidate here. I do not cook. I don't know how to cook. That is my fault, guys. That's the catch-22 that you get with me. I'm sorry.
And that is why you won Among Us, because that was very convincing.
Oh.
Like, I was like, wait, has he been holding back on this whole time?
I've been waiting for this exact moment.
But so anyway, so I guess A, are you a good cook in real life? And then B, you know, what are you thinking? Are you sort of so kind of, do you have the audacity to just be like, well, I mean, they're popsicles, they seem easy enough, or are you like, well, I am the traveler cooks.
Yeah, making popsicles seems easy.
Then I'll leave it to you. Thanks for your help.
Oh, do you know what ingredients we should use?
I'm afraid all I know is that it requires water. But to imbue the effect that suppresses my yang energy, perhaps something special is required. Like different plants, fruits, or herbs, for example.
And of course, herbs being a, you know, in England you'd say herbs rather than herbs.
Herbs.
So we pronounce the H because, you know, it is an H. It's right there.
Some people do here too, and they're not over there.
So
and they're
important choices here.
Oh yes, the chili.
Ingredients.
Oh my God, this looks awesome.
So do you think the chili would help me? The mist flower would help me, or the sunset?
Well, based off your chili tweet, yes, it's gonna be the chili. Let's go for it. Chili.
That sounds a little dangerous.
Not to mention, get it? Chili? Is he chili? I know I'm hilarious. I get it. My mom tells me that all the time. She says I'm really funny. 'Cause I'm really, yeah, you guys are laughing, right? Yeah. Cool.
My mom clicks like on my tweets.
My mom presses the heart button on my tweets. Anyways.
But yeah, as the saying goes, fight fire with fire.
Ooh, I like
Trust
that.
your judgment.
Time to fight fire.
So,
with fire.
if you already have these ingredients, I believe you should just give them to.
Have you procured?
I don't think you need to. It's not like the other thing where you need to.
Oh, I don't have the slime thing.
Not even in your other like categories though. Like if you go along at the top.
Oh,
if you go along if you go along the things that, because this is what happened with Chris.
Oh, I didn't even
Chris
see this.
Kind of, yeah, if you click different things at the top, it will kind of. So there's one.
Why not? Oh, I do have it.
And there's your other one.
We're good. Nice.
Yeah. Those things at the bottom are just saying like how many you did, not how the things in the bottom right there were just saying how many did. 0 out of 1 or 1 out of. They don't actually tell you how many you have. It's a bit of a weird thing because Chris thought he didn't like have a thing, and it was like, no, it's actually just in a different pouch.
Right.
Let me
so
try
you have
one.
made the spicy sounding popsicles.
Okay.
Okay. Here it goes.
I'm ready.
It's so spicy. My throat is on fire.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Cool it down with some ice.
And there you go. You kind of.
That's great. Oh, that's so cute.
See that? So the other ones are actually a little bit more substantial, but that end a funny one. So
can't beat this heat.
So basically, the main 3 paths kind of stem from the 3 different sort of flavor combinations, and then if you pick the other 2, there are kind of like 2 different things you can do with it, although they kind of ultimately amount to the same thing. I can't quite remember, but if you did want to do another path just to kind of explore, because that kind of like is the sort of the short path where things kind of get cut off quite quickly. It's like, oh whoops, you gave him spicy stuff when he like can't tolerate spice, and like the whole point of yang energy is that it kind of kind of coincides with heat. So it's kind of to balance out yang energy, you need cold stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. You
So
know,
if you did
let me
want to
see.
just go for one of the others, that would be interesting. If you need to like call it.
I know I hate to say it, I might call it here. I'm sorry, guys. But what we can do in the meantime, though, is go through supers and see what we missed, and see if there's see what people have said so far about
Yeah, because it might take a while to do one of. That's kind of the other sort of flavors, and then without spoiling things too much, basically it kind of the choice to kind of give the you know, it kind of you kind of like go back to like the kids kind of thing, like the kid you gave the popsicle to. It kind of depending on what you chose before.
Right.
It's then when you actually have like other popsicles, you know, your decision to give popsicles to the kids and stuff then has a different impact to it, if you will. So.
Gotcha. Cool. I guess I'm gonna just try to read through some of these and see what we get here. It's as Asthmatic and Gay says, "This was such a fun stream. Have a good night, y'all. Thank you for your super."
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Dreamwalker20 says, "What fan interactions from the Genshin Impact, I'm guessing you Genshin Impact community, do you enjoy or enjoy seeing as a VA? Also, keep up the good work, you two." What fan interactions? I mean, really just interacting with any of you guys. Like,
yeah, any nice comments you really give, just about like us or our performances or our voices. It's all really flattering and lovely and just means a lot. Again, like I was saying earlier, my kind of goals and kind of reasons for doing this outside of just finding it fun to do, are, you know, this kind of thing about bringing the kind of happiness and joy that I've experienced from like games and cartoons and such, bringing that to other people. And when you guys kind of give your comments saying that you sort of love the character and my performance and stuff like that, those just really warm my heart. And it's like, oh cool, I'm doing the thing that I set out to do. So anything which kind of like plays into that is a big win-win and a positive, and that makes my day better.
100%.
And I sent like a few screenshots from like my Twitter to my mom, because I've kind of told my mom about this whole, you know, again, I had like 1,000 before the Among Us stream that we did, the voice actor Among Us stream. But that was after about like, you know, me being on Twitter for 10, 11 years. And then we do this stream, and now like just yesterday I passed like 4,000 followers. It just kind of hasn't been stopping. Like I thought it was going to go up and stop, but it just kind of hasn't been stopping. I keep reaching what I would deem landmarks, like kind of like 3,000 and like 3,250, 3,500, 3,000. And it's like, and I imagine after this, I'm probably going to way higher than I would have, you know, expected to have been had I not streamed with you today.
Beau, you're cutting out a little bit, but I would like to say, I would like to just kind of reiterate really quick what you said. So, guys, Beau had like about around 1,100 followers before the Among Us stream, and now just shortly after, checking his Twitter now, he has 4,600 followers. So, guys,
wait, 46.
So, guys, go follow Beau. Go follow Beau at twitter.com/BeauVO. Let's get him to 5,000. Can I get some get Beau to 5,000s in the chat? Get him to 5,000 followers. Let's go.
Dude, I had hang on, I gotta check. I had 4,000 earlier. How many people are watching this?
I think we peaked around like 5,000 or 6,000 or something, and right now people are falling off. I think everybody's kind of going to bed or doing their own thing because we're about to end the stream. But we got 2,700 right now.
So so I took a screenshot yesterday. Yesterday at 7 p.m. I had 3,009. That's when I reached 3,950. I'll take a screenshot of that. I'll probably pass. And then hang on, what time is this? And then at 8 o'clock this morning, I had, I'm guessing this was probably like after your announcement, kind of pushed me over, but after your announcement of this stream, I then reached 1,000, like 8 o'clock this morning. So like 12 hours later, I have another 600. That is nutty. Thank you so much, everyone.
Get Beau to 5K, guys. Come on. I know you all can do it. It's right there in the description. All you got to do is click a little, like, just bump, like it's like 2 clicks. 2 clicks, or 3 clicks with a follow.
If you read the description on YouTube at any time, let it be now.
Anybody,
today.
even in the video, later on, because it uploads later on as a video, technically, the stream.
Oh, nice.
So even if you're seeing it later on, guys, go follow Beau, get him over to 5K, get him to 6K, and then get him to 10K. Let's go for 10K. We can do it. All right. Well, 10K is the goal. Let's get him to 10K.
So all these interactions I've been having in the past few weeks, like since then, have just been amazing. And again, I even sent a few screenshots to my mum the other day, just to be like, because I sort of told her about like the whole like the numbers thing going up. But I was like, yeah, and I've been getting like all these lovely comments with that as well, you know, with like more people following. I've had more people sort of reach out and say, hey, I just want to say I like enjoy Chongyun and your performance. And so I just kind of, you know, let my mum know about that.
Beau, go to your Twitter and just keep refreshing. It's so entertaining to watch.
Wait.
You're at 4880 now.
Wait, what?
This is so funny.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, guys. This is so...
Gosh.
Guys, Beau can't hear me right now, but honestly, it means so much to him.
Like, why are there like 100 orders of Beau's book or something?
Guys,
probably.
So he can't hear me right now, guys. So please go follow him. It seriously means so much to him.
In a while. Like,
and it's so cool. It's so cool we get to do this.
I haven't been out talking to anyone or anything, and my publisher will probably be confused about like why a small group of people. It won't be 100. Like, I mean, if it was 100, that'd be amazing. But they'll be like, why are there like half a dozen people who have like bought Beau's book all of a sudden, like in one day?
That's awesome. And go buy Beau's book. Go check it out.
Oh my god.
It's really amazing, I will say. The whole Genshin Impact community just doing this. I mean, really, it started out, I thought it would be fun to make a little joke video. That's how this whole channel started, was about 3 months ago. Yeah, it just started. I thought, hey, I know Aether doesn't really have any lines, so or not that many lines, so I think it would be funny to do a little video. And I made a little video, and it got some traction online, and then I said, well, hey, maybe there's more. I didn't realize that the community was so just that everybody loved Genshin Impact as much as they did, because the video really took off, and it was just so cool to see all the love from the fans and all the interactions. So I then set out on a journey to try to do a YouTube channel, which is honestly a lot of there's a lot of things on the back end I don't think people see, so it's a little bit stressful at times trying to figure out things and work with my own schedule as well as other people's schedules to be able to do these streams and or videos, which I'm hoping to put out I got some other cool stuff planned that's coming soon. But I mean, it's really just so cool to see it, and so cool to be a part of the game. I'm very thankful now, guys. Like, you took somebody who I didn't have any followers on YouTube, and now I have 80,000 followers. So
that's fantastic,
so
mate. Congrats.
Thank you, guys. Yeah,
thank you, everyone.
I'm very lucky, very blessed. I really appreciate all you guys coming here, all of your support, just watching the videos, watching the stream, just even commenting or clicking the like button, which, by the way, if you haven't clicked the like button, make sure you click the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. I smash it for the YouTube algorithm. That's what they say, I think.
just during your wonderful little, kind of speech there, I did reach the 5,000 and 5,100.
Yes, that's awesome.
So thank you, everyone. That's so nice.
Yes.
Gosh, I'll have to bake something nice or something, because I bake like cookies and stuff like that, and those pictures usually have ever since I've had more followers, my cookies and stuff. So
he cooks. He actually cooks. Guys, click the follow button. He can cook. I make lean cuisines. Follow me if you want to see me microwave a lean cuisine.
Oh my gosh. What is this going to be like by the morning? Oh my gosh. What have you done, Zach? What do you keep doing to my whole Twitter base is just basically because of you.
Oh no, not at all. It's all from you. It's all from you. Everybody people love Chongyun. They love you. You're a great guy. Awesome voice. Great voice actor. I've really enjoyed actually taking the time and sitting down and playing through your story. I haven't played through anybody else's, but I mean, all of your lines are are fantastic. Of course, as a voice actor, you know how it is. You listen through to people's lines, and sometimes you think of a way to say them, especially when the text pops up on the screen, and I'm like, oh yeah. But I mean, all the ways that you're saying, I'm like, that sounds perfect. Or maybe you do a different choice that I didn't think of, and I'm like, wow,
like,
that worked really well.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Well, thank you.
So,
Mate, that's, again, as I've said, I've admired like you and your work for truly, like hearing that from you, you know, all I wanted to do was kind of come here and sort of try to be on the same level as everyone. Really great people in this game. Again, that was one of the daunting things about the Among Us stream, really, because it was like there's so many great voice actors here who like sort of, and I'm being treated as like equal to them, you know, and that's kind of like a nutty thing.
Oh no, of course. And I mean, that's what I wanted to do, is I wanted to make sure that you knew that, I mean, you're always welcome to play Among Us with us. I know you're going to be busy for the next stream, but if something clears up, or if you are able to make time to do that, we have a little thing in the chat there where you can like sign up for a time, or you can even like sign up to fill in for somebody if you just put your name down. But I know people would love to see you on the next Among Us stream. Now that I know you a little bit better, I would love to see you again on the next Among Us stream, and not the next one, but you know, a future one too. So because we're gonna keep doing them.
I definitely would love to do another one. Yeah, I can't do the next one. You do watch that, because the last one was a lot of fun. But yeah, I'll definitely be back for another one. I'll definitely be back, and I've even talked, like, me and Chris. You know, I am gonna go back on Chris's stream at some point, and like in the near future as well. I don't mean like maybe in like a week or two or three or something. You know, definitely someone. And we're gonna try and maybe have just like a few different people. I don't know who, if they'll necessarily all be people cast or whatever, but there'll just be some like cool voice actors and stuff. We're going to try and do like a bit of a group thing where we all just sort of hang around and chat whilst like he streams the game, and maybe some of the others will stream the game and stuff like that. It'll kind of just be like a casual kind of hangout / chat / you know, you can watch gameplay kind of thing, kind of like what we did back in December. We did one on like December 23rd. That was when I sort of first did like a Discord chat kind of guest streaming thing.
Awesome.
And that was like a lot of fun, and we're going to sort of do another one of those very soon over on his Twitch. So, you know, so again, I'm sorry that you'll miss me on the Among Us stream, but I am going to try and do a little bit more of this stuff, because there's like an amazing community, and it's really fun to like chat with you guys, and, you know, and as long as you're happy, you guys are sort of collectively happy for me to keep crashing people's streams and stuff like that, then I'm happy to be here just yammering away.
Yeah. It sounds awesome. Oh, oops, sorry, I was muted. Yeah.
Oh, okay. For a second, I was like, oh no, did my
No.
Okay.
Yeah, we heard all we heard all of that. Yeah. No, that sounds awesome. Guys, I'm gonna wrap it up, or really quick, I'm gonna read through the rest of the supers, and then we're gonna wrap it up. So next thing we got, what do we have next? Makuwiru, Chongyun and Aether have been carrying my team since day one. Can I say hi to Beau, and can he say hi back in Chongyun's voice? Many thanks. I love you.
Hello there. It's nice to meet you.
There you go. Thank you so much for your super chat. That was awesome. Asthmatic and Gay came back to say, I love Chongyun. He's such a great character, and being neurodivergent, it's fun to see a character that I can relate to. Oh, very cool.
Oh, thank you.
KMP1446, thank you for both of your super chats. Hoser40 says, let's go Beau. KMP1446 again says, oops, thank you guys for the great stream. Beau to 5K. Well, we got on 5K, so we did it. Woo!
We did it. Thank you.
Awesome. Guys, I guess this is it. This is where we wrap it up. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, if you haven't already, make sure you click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below. Let me know, like, who's your favorite Genshin Impact character? Who would you love to see on a Hangout list that isn't currently listed? So one of the characters that isn't listed, let me know down below in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, any last words, Beau?
Just thank you so much, everyone, for your kindness, just collectively, like in the last few weeks, but then also tonight. You guys have been amazing. Thank you for your super chats and everything that you've done to like help Zach and him and his channel and everything. And just you guys are amazing, and just thank you for making me feel loved. And yeah, thank you, and Zach, just thank you for how I know, like in a second we'll like talk after this, but thank you for having me and for letting me guest on here. This has been really fun, and it's been really nice getting to know you a bit more. Again, there's so many kind of threads we just kind of went all over the place with things. There's so many like stories and interesting things we like didn't get to get into, but I hope it's been entertaining and fun for you and for everyone.
Oh, it's been great for me. Yeah, everybody else seems super awesome and nice, and everybody else seems to have loved our conversations too. So I think, especially voice acting stuff. I mean, it's always interesting. A lot of people don't know about the kind of stuff that we've gone through or have dealt with. So I definitely think those things were cool to touch on. But
same.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you guys so much. You all have a great rest of your day, night, afternoon, wherever it is you are in the world. And I'll see you guys on the next stream, which will be the next Among Us stream coming up here on Saturday, the 27th. So we'll be having another Among Us stream. More details coming soon on that. Thank you guys again, and see you next time.
Thank you so much. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye, guys.